subscribers.
Almost at 10,000. Like tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna be at 10,000.
Oh, that's what's up.
But I'm gonna come there and talk to you. Give me I'm coming. I'm coming. Trust me on everything.
All right, pull up.
All right. Come on. Peace.
What? We live.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Get Lifted. 30 is the new 20. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time we post or go live. I'm La Hefa.
Smiley Jizzle. What's really good? We here. Building.
How is everybody feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. Thursday, it's almost the end of the week. Happy. It's a pay week too.
I get paid next week. They switched me to another team too.
I mean, they ain't switch you to another location.
No, but it's
They
still
switch you out the door.
But it's still closing because they're not just laying off people. The actual, not the whole. I don't know how you say it, the sector or whatever. Because there's like different.
They doing that with another insurance too.
Mad companies is like shutting down or like cutting downsizing because my friend's aunt, like it's crazy. Like my friend's aunt, her position got taken away, so now she could either she gonna have to reapply for another position within a company or find something. They give her severance. She's like a scientist or something. She worked with the pharmaceutical company, but like a lot of places. But yeah, it's still. And I was talking to my supervisor. She was like, "Did I go to? Did I take the offer that because she was like she didn't take it." Because it's for everybody. It's not. They're not just laying people off. Like everybody is closing down, and at some point or whatever. But she was like, she think they offer that for them people that is about to, they on their last leg anyway or whatever. So that's why. But she was like, she think we'll be okay. But they switched me to another team. She said she told them, can you take somebody else because she ain't want, but it's not a bad because other people move. Like somebody else left and went somewhere else. So they like, while this is going on, like it's. So they offered her a position, but she didn't take it. So they gave it to somebody else, and then they switched the teams or whatever, switched people. But I didn't want to switch because I just don't like changing. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I just have to report somebody else. I'm in a different chat and stuff now. And then it was just like the day before. They're like, oh, tomorrow you're going to another team. And I'm like, and she was like, and it's not you. You didn't do nothing wrong. I tell you all the time. I wish I could clone you. And I'm like, I know. And she was like, but I think we'll be okay. Like, she's saying about the whole situation. Because I asked her, I'm like, how long? Because they only said May. They didn't say exactly what day. But she was like, the people that didn't take the offer might stay till November, but she don't know. She don't know exactly because it's not her that's doing it. It's above her. So. But I don't know. It's stressful because then all this stuff with the. Well, I'm sitting here talking about like, well, okay, people insight to my life. Like I don't care. Like my landlord is a slumlord. Don't rent from Ocean Management. Okay, I'm telling you now. Like they don't fix stuff. The rent is ridiculous and it's not even worth the price. And I got water dripping down the wall every day because the ceiling's leaking and they don't do nothing. They never fixed it. The heat keeps going off every month. Now for the last 3 months, it goes off every couple weeks or something. Then they take forever to come out here and fix it. I done reported them to the city. I'm suing them because the cabinet fell on me. Like all this stuff. And now I'm about to lose my job too. So, because I was about to move, but I don't know. It's just ridiculous. But I don't even want. I was filling out application because I don't even want to be. Because I feel like I don't be wanting to work anyway. So if I wait until it's over and just stop working, then I would just be don't even want to go back. So I'm trying. Hopefully I could find something before it ends, and then I could have that severance too. So I could just have that. Like, but find another job to start right away, or at least within a couple weeks of
Well, this is my suggestion. And I don't know how you feel about this, but I could always use help with, me. I always try to tell people this, but people don't really look at it from the way that my perspective. But the more business that I get, the more money that I can make. So I have the tools and I have all of the shit that I need to get more business. The problem is managing meetings and setting up, meetups with clients and stuff like that once I get all the information. So my voicemail keeps getting loaded up with fucking people trying to promote their SEOs and all this other shit, you know what I mean? So you get a lot of commercial fucking bullshit, when you have a business and you're listed. So it's like that. But then like some of the times we do get business and then we gotta vet it from the bullshit business to the fucking people that's really actually looking to do work with us. So all of that is draining on top of other things that I have going on. And plus I got something that I want to start myself, my oil business. I got my own brand for beard oil, you know what I mean, which I'm trying to promote here and there, you know what I mean? So I got that too. And eventually I want to be a serial entrepreneur, you know what I mean? I want to be able to do a lot of businesses, but it's capital and time management is very important. And my job that I currently have, I wear many hats, I'm at my job. So I have a lot of things on my plate outside of what my actual position is. So it's a lot of stuff that I have to do. I'm in maybe 6 meetings a week. You know what I mean? It's only 5 days in a week. So you do the math. So I'm doing about 6 meetings a week. Some weeks it's gonna be more meetings than others because there's other meetings that get added to it. I still have to meet with my staff. The freedom that I had before during the pandemic was crazy because when I had that freedom of time, I was able to focus on making myself money outside of my job, and I realized how valuable I am as a marketer. So I was like, learning so much stuff, learning how to do the stock market, and then I started to dabble into cryptocurrency, and then I started to dabble into NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Oh. So I was doing all of these things simultaneously, and was I making money back? Yes, and I also got hit by some scammers. Some scammers got me for thousands of dollars while I was doing this at the time. I'm not in debt. I'm not drowning or anything like that. But I ended up giving these people thousands of dollars.
What does that mean? $4.89. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I told the mayor too. I gotta make sure she finished setting it up. She been mining, but I don't think she did the rest of the stuff. I sent her.
Oh yeah, it's a new. I should put it in the description, so I put the link in there so people could try to get on. But I think it's like 14 days left for the process because now it's already in the crypto market, but they're still allowing people to mine so that you can get the most out of it before it goes live. Because once it goes live in the market, it has to be used to trade other coins, and that's how it's going to get even more value from more coins being used to try to attain this particular coin. It's interesting because this started 4 years ago. 4 years ago, if I really was like serious, I would have, a million pie probably. You know what I mean? Like I would, have a lot of it. What does that mean? That means that if pie went to 30 cents, then you would have to divide 30 cents into a million. And that's what you would get for the dollar amount that it would actually be. So I would have 30 cents times 1 million, whatever that would look like. $1 million is $1 million. So it wouldn't be $1 million. It would be 1,030 cents, which would be a lot of money, but it wouldn't be $1 million. But it still would be a lot of money. If pi goes to 1 cent, it would be 1,001 cents. It takes 100 pennies to go into a dollar. So, you do. I'm not. This is not a math segment. So you know what I mean. I'm not gonna add this shit up, but just to give you the premise of what it would look like, yes, I would still have a lot of money. Whether it's a million pennies, a million nickels, a million quarters, a million whatever. Anything under $1 would be good. Now, there's another way that it breaks down. It breaks down below the cent. So it could be 0.001, you know what I mean? Which is not going to equal 1 cent until it comes up those 2 decimal places, which means it would have to come up 10 for each one. So you have to get 9 of the first one, then it will move up to 1, then get 9 of the next one, then it will move up to 1. So you would have to wait to get 100 of whatever that is in order to move it up to those decimal places, because that's 100th of a decimal place. I said I wasn't gonna do that, but you know, but just to let people understand, there's still value in it because I got it for free. So regardless, my boy was harping saying, yo, it was at $70 per coin. It doesn't matter if it's at 1 cent per coin, which is what he should understand. It's still free money. And the movement of it is what's going to make it gain more value. So the faster that it gets to $1 means that it'll get to $2 just as fast, $3 just as fast, because that means that it's circulating. So it really is being spread through word of mouth at this point.
So you tell people and that'll give you more too, because it went up quick when I sent it to the mayor and she started mining.
Well, when you send it to people, people gotta actually, you know, click on it.
No, that was when I was at her house, so I set it up and at least pressed the mine and had her set up the wallet. And
yeah, when she mines, your shit goes up faster. Okay. Right? Because it's the whole network. So Pi has over 1 million people sharing the coin. Or I think they said billion.
I see a lot of people complaining too, saying that their money, they finished the checklist and their money, it still won't transfer.
Yo, it don't matter. You didn't pay nothing for it. So you gotta wait. This step right now that it's at is the most important step. It's already going to be a coin. So if you have Pi,
but they saying take it long. They were like, I finished.
It's gonna take long.
6 months ago. And
it's gonna take long.
There's still no money in the wallet.
Because this is a new thing. Nobody has any money yet. This is still a new thing. So it hasn't been presented as a token that's being used to purchase things yet. So it is in the open market, meaning it has value, but new people have yet to purchase it. So it's not circulating through the actual shit yet. So they're giving people more time because they want more people to mine, because people had to take it serious as a coin. Like other coins started differently.
No, they weren't even saying to put it into cash form. They're saying in their wallet on the thing, like it's not, they finished everything and it's been a long period of time and it's still zero, supposed to
because they're still working on the back end of the program. They're trying to introduce it to the blockchain. Yeah, so it's a lot more, and I don't really want to be technical about it because a lot of people, maybe it's Greek to them and some people already understand it. But Pi is a new cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? So it's not like Bitcoin. It's not like Ethereum. It's not like Doge. It's not already out there. And if you know about coins, you know the most popular coin right now outside of Bitcoin is what? Dogecoin. Because you got Elon Musk talking about it. Every fucking news meeting, they're talking about Doge and this and that. So it's becoming very popular. They're trying to make that the American coin. Because Bitcoin is not, the blockchain for Bitcoin, I think it started in China, if I'm not mistaken. So that's like biggest coin that was created, and it was introduced in China initially. So they probably use it a lot more than we do. But what I was saying about cryptocurrency is something that people can clasp onto, but it's not necessarily, it's not something that you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be rich overnight. It took me, and this is just me, everybody's different. It may take you less time than it took me. But it took me probably about a year, really, to actually understand and trust cryptocurrency. So it's like me, like I take risk. I dabble in the stock market. So for me, I already know what crypto means. I've already used it to exchange it for money. I've gotten cash out of it and shit like that. So I've already used it how it was supposed to be used. I got scammed for it too. You know what I mean? So I know like the value in it. But like with this new coin that's being introduced, it's like anything new. When it starts, it's either gonna be people that fuck with it or people that don't believe in it. And then they're gonna wait and then they're gonna miss the ride. It's the same thing that happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is over $100,000 per coin at this point. If you're not rich, you can't get one really. You know what I mean? You wouldn't just waste your $100,000 that you just got and you only make $14 an hour to get a Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's like right now, you have to wait until it drops if you're a regular person. If you really want to get fractional shares with it, you could do that, but I would recommend trying to own whatever coin is in circulation, the whole coin itself, and just have it. And they don't encourage holding crypto. But if you see what happened with Bitcoin, and some people say, oh, there'll never be another Bitcoin, I beg to differ. Something's gonna pop. And when it does, if you're able to get in on the lowest amount and you don't, you might be foolish. You know what I mean? When you've already seen something happen and you let it happen, the fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on, whatever, you know what I mean? So now you're like, damn, this happened before. I can't let this happen a second time without me jumping on this wave. And that's really what Pi represents. Pi represents the opportunity because it's free right now. So if you can find somebody that can get you in on Pi right now, then get it. Right now, I'm the only person that I know that can get people in on it. And I know a few other people. And it started in Stamford, Connecticut. What I would recommend is if you can get in on it, then get in on it. Or when it starts to circulate, get on it then. Because once it's introduced to the market, it's another coin that's introduced to the market. It's a coin that hasn't been around probably as long as the other coins, but it's been circulating and mining for over 3 years. So people have already been moving it around. There's already a network. There's already a community behind this coin that supports this coin. There's already funding that has gone into this coin. So you know that it's going to hit the market and it's already starting to circulate. If you know, I've been following it for 4 years. So if you know what I know, then you know it's a good idea. We got somebody commenting in there. But if you know, like I know, huh?
That's why I told her. But I told her she needs to keep on mining. But she probably ain't do it. And I sent her stuff like this. How you go? I told her what to do. I sent her screenshots. But she ain't say nothing about it. She probably ain't mine again. But I'm gonna tell her. Just keep
I mean, this is the only thing that it takes from you.
The only thing that
Hi, Oliver. Thank you for tuning in.
What's
Hit the
good,
like
Oliver?
button.
The only thing that makes this really so interesting is that you have an opportunity to get it for free. Like anything other than that doesn't really matter. Being able to get it for free is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I can get something that is going to have monetary value, even if it's 1 cent. Let me ask a question to anybody that's watching right now. Let me ask y'all. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think if you would take a penny if somebody were to give it to you for free. And if you were not take a penny if they were going to give it, like you don't have to do anything for it. They're not gonna tell you that you're gonna have to owe them. If you want, if it makes you feel more comfortable, you can sign a contract saying, I don't owe you anything after you give me this penny. But would you take a penny if somebody gave you a penny for free? And if nobody would have wanted to chat, it's because, you know, ain't nobody really checking in here. But would you take a penny if somebody were giving it to you for free? Put a 1 in the chat. And it's the reason I'm asking that. And I'm just saying because personally, and I'm not rich, I'm not really poor, but I'm not turning down a fucking penny. You know what I mean? I appreciate money.
No,
You know
I
what I mean?
have.
You would call me a J.
I have kept change, like, even in, like, they're having times where they was giving me change, it was like a penny, and I'm like, I don't know, but I do be taking it.
But see, the thing is, like, so in your mind, you're struggling, but you're not struggling enough because that penny doesn't mean enough. You know what I mean? Like, money is never too good for me.
I dropped change by mistake and just left it.
Well, yeah, if it's too much work, but that's why I said, I'm giving you this penny, and it's not too much work.
Pick it up, but
it is. I'm worth more than bending down to pick up a penny. That's how I feel. You feel bougie, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you still gotta pay bills, and you 1 cent short. Damn, that penny could have came in handy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you don't think about it, but it adds up, and that's where you get into business. In business, it's like,
I do be keeping.
You have to accept sometimes when you're starting off from the grind, you have to accept basically everything that's offered. And not everything. I mean, there's some shit that you're gonna be like, no, nah, that's not enough for all the shit that I'm gonna do. You do. But then you gotta understand, what do you need? Well, how much effort did it take me to get this job? How much is it gonna cost me to get this job? How long is it gonna take me to do this job? The time that I have that I'm not doing anything and I can get free money, I would take advantage of it. But it depends. My time, I feel like my time is important. I feel like everybody feel like their time is important. If somebody is telling me, yo, just come over here for 2 hours, yo. For what? It's gonna be some chicks there. Okay.
When somebody tell me to go somewhere, some people do. I ask a bunch of questions. I'd be like, "Who's gonna be there? What time?" Like, I need to know because I
don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. You know what I mean? I just finished working, or I just finished editing a video, or I just finished making a graphic design for somebody, or I just finished writing a song, or I just finished recording a song, or I just finished editing my website. I don't know. I just finished doing some shit. And you want me to do something that's not worth my time, I'm not getting anything out of it, I probably don't want to do it. But if you're going to give me something for free, and all I got to do is go on my phone and press yes. And it doesn't cost me anything. I don't got to put my account information in there or nothing. But once I want to cash my shit in, I need that shit to be in my wallet in order to cash that shit in. And then when I cash it in, however much that shit costs is how much I'm going to get. But you got to be recognized in the network in order to get this shit. You know what I mean? Pretty much. But, I mean, all you got to do is get in. And then you mine every day until it's in the network. And then they allow you to take what you got from the network and store it into your wallet. At some point, they're not going to let you be able to do that anymore. Because once it goes live, actively live in the crypto market, and it becomes worth USD, they're not going to allow you to make free money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're capitalizing off the value of something that doesn't have value yet. Yeah, there's predictions of cost. So I put
50%.
There's a place that you can go for. I'll add something in there because this is not the whole podcast talking about cryptocurrency, but there's a thing called crypto. What is it called? It's like a market for cryptocurrency where they just explain what cryptocurrency is popular. Let me see what it is. Once I start writing it, it'll come up. cryptocurrency. All right, cryptocurrency. Let's see. I'll tell you guys right now. Okay, Coin Market Cap. There you go. Coin Market Cap, right, is a place that you can check the prices on different cryptocurrencies. I had to look it up because I had to refresh my memory. But Coin Market Cap is a place that you can go to look up various cryptocurrencies and see what their value is and see how you can attain it, right? The thing is, if you actually go into Coinbase or something to actually get the coin, then you're going to have to pay whatever it's worth right now. What we're saying is like, once you sign up for fucking Pi, right now, for I guess it's probably the next 12 days, I guess, there's an opportunity for you to get in and be able to get coins and mine the coins that you're getting yourself in the active network before it hits the market, and you can actually purchase it from the market, which will be transferred into your wallet. If you don't make this deadline, they won't allow you to get those coins. So first process is being recognized in the Pi network, and then you'll see your Pi start to generate. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. But the people that are in that network have to continue to mine. The stuff that's mining, there's three different amounts of Pi that you're getting. You're getting the Pi that's from the new people that you're getting. So you get additional Pi for getting new people into the network. You get the Pi that's generating from those people that are mining it, and you get the Pi that you're generating yourself. So if you continue to get Pi yourself, whatever you have in the middle is what you're going to get. That's going to be transferred into your wallet. If it's like 0.000 nothing, then you don't have 0.000 nothing until that continues to mine and go up. Once that number changes, that number that you have is how many Pi you've generated in the time while we're waiting for Pi to go live in the network. That'll be transferred into your wallet along with the main net.
And you could adjust how much you want to go into
how
your
much
wallet
you want to keep and how much you want to probably cash
50%.
out, right?
Because it was.
Now, if you have a wallet, if you're smart about it, then you'll have like another crypto market that you'll use to exchange it that also exchanges Pi. So then you can go into there with your wallet, and then you can transfer from your wallet into that network and cash that money out from there.
So what network is that? Which one you?
It's different ones. One I can't see it because my phone is what we're using to make the Pi right now that adds it up there. But I think one of them is called.
It went off again because
I forgot the name. But the crypto market, the crypto wallet that I use, I think is called. Damn, when I remember, I'm gonna drop that shit in the description and shit so y'all can see it. Cause I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta look at my phone to see what it is. But this is one that, like, when I first started learning about the crypto market, I learned to use this one. I'm just gonna look up crypto wallets, and it'll probably come up. It's probably like the main one. Let's see. Well, Coinbase is one wallet. You got MetaMask. That's another one that I use. Let's see. Let's see. See if they just have them up here, or they gonna just give me a damn review. I don't want a review. Just tell me. Alright, so they're not gonna tell me. So they only talking about one. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
You sent me. What did you send me? I should come mine. You sent me.
Oh, Exodus. Damn, I found it. My bad. Exodus. Huh?
You sent me a notification that I should come mine.
You should what?
What did you do? Ping me? Ping it to tell me to mine?
To mine what? The pie?
It's a notification that you said I should come mine.
When did I write that?
I don't think you wrote it. I think you must have pinged, told them to ping me.
Oh,
and
earlier?
send me a
Oh yeah, I do
notification.
that every morning when I wake up.
Oh.
I
I
ping.
only seen it
I
twice.
ping to all the people that's mining.
Oh.
If you're already mining, you ain't gonna get it.
Oh, so only if you have it. Cause I do be doing that.
Cause it reminds you to do it.
Yeah,
but if you're
it
not
sent me
doing
a
it,
notification, be like 24 hours. I mean, it ended. Please start mine or whatever.
yeah. But the wallet that I use is Exodus.
Okay.
I think it's on all apps. I mean, on all like phones, whatever, smartphones. But I got it on the iPhone. But yeah, Exodus wallet is a good one. But it's different ones that you could use. You could you just whenever you look some shit up like that, like always go to like Reddit or some shit to see the reviews on it. Look on CNET, Nerd Wallet, just all these different places, or even look on YouTube and see how many videos you can get that actually have like reviews of different shit, and it'll tell you which shit is always the best shit. I mean, trust your gut, cause like honestly, you putting your money into some shit that you don't know about, so you just don't just take my word for it. Like I'm gonna give people links and shit in the description, but don't just take my word for it. Like I would encourage you to really like do your own research, do your own due diligence. You know what I mean? Cause it's exciting when you learn about this shit anyway. Just so somebody telling you I like to learn shit personally. So it's just like learning about this shit and seeing how it works and that you could actually get money off of this, and you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of people, like when you start fucking with this, you meet people from all over the world. Like no cap. I met women from where the fuck is that shit? Pacquiao from. Where that nigga from? Where was Ling Ling from, yo? Fucking Filipino. From the Philippines. Joint from China. Fucking pale white skin. You know what I mean? Like, and we, FaceTime and talking, but really just connecting the minds. But everybody wants to figure out what's the plan. Like, how do we, you know what I mean? Whatever. And everybody does things a different way. But when you learn about something and you learn that, you could really change your life. You could go on the vacations that you've always dreamed of. You can literally do all the shit that you want to do and have financial freedom. I mean, it's different freedom, because they be like, you're not really free. But when you have financial freedom, is different, because we live in a capital society. So like, if nothing really burdens you with cost, the world that opens up to you is crazy. Like, some people never been on a hot air balloon ride, and some people never probably want to.
You did?
Nah. Actually, no, did I? Yeah, we did.
Who's we?
I don't want to say their name. Name we do not speak, Lord Voldemort. But I mean, I had a lot of experience. That's when I was broke.
How do you even do a hot air balloon?
You gotta get in it, so you like in this like big ass basket.
Where did you go to do that?
They got them everywhere. You just gotta go somewhere to get it. We was in Florida. But but you gotta go somewhere to get it. I think we did that. Did I do that?
How does it work?
No,
Just
it was
get
at
in and
Six
just
Flags.
go
At Six
up?
Flags, they had a hot air balloon.
They do?
Yeah, but they had the thing on it, so it couldn't go like too high. But
That don't count.
that's a hot air balloon, though. That you go up,
I
it
mean
raise you up
one
in the
that's
air.
go-
One that just take you in the sky, and then you
How
gotta
does
come
it
back
even
down.
work?
They fill it up with its fire, and the fire fills like gas up into the thing, and the gas it's like helium, and it fills up into the shit, and it takes the balloon up. So it's like the balloon is like this big ass bag.
How you?
Like a
but you
parachute.
can't control it.
The guy got like the fucking thing, like it'd be like floating in the sky, and then he like will hit the thing, and it'll like move, and it hit the thing, and it'll like move, like it just I don't know. Like you could take some of the air out, and I guess it comes down, but then you put more air in it to make it go up. But then when it go up, it probably go like this, and I guess it just drifts while it's like air going in it. Like I don't know how this shit work. It just looked crazy. But I wasn't in this shit going all the way, you know, outside the atmosphere, and then we landed to another location and we had to get a ride back and no shit like that. We was in the fucking thing. It was inside some ropes and we was like going up in the shit, but it went out. I was like, oh my god, this shit dope.
I know, cause where do it take you when you go? You can't
Just
control
up
it.
straight. But in the fucking but that's the thing, like they be going all over the place in them shits. Like that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit is dangerous.
Yeah,
I don't
that
trust
shit
that
just
shit.
run out
That
of
shit
the
ain't
shell
got
and
that
then
shit ain't got
fall.
no propellers. A
That's
bird
what
can
I'm
hit that
saying.
shit.
How do it even work? Or get in there and start.
It's gotta be.
you?
It's gotta be in a contained environment. Like they probably control it. Like you probably go high enough to see shit in the sky, but then they probably descend after you get to a certain point. They probably not going like 2 miles in the air or some shit. I think whenever they show a hot air balloon ride, they be showing you that shit like they going from Alaska to fucking Hawaii or some shit. Nigga, no, they going a little bit over here, but it just look beautiful because the background, you be watching like, wow, look at that. And they go like down the street. They land down the street or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's dope though. That shit's scary as fuck though. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be. I don't want to be in something that you really can't like control like that. Like I feel like that's dangerous. Like I feel like a hot air balloon is just these planes crashing and shit. What if a plane hit a hot air balloon? Like you hit.
I ain't getting on no plane for no while for right.
You getting on a hot air balloon?
No, I ain't doing nothing in the sky. Bro. They trying to kill us. I
Listen,
know what's going on.
I want to get my parachute.
Nah, you bugging. I don't know. I don't do that. You crazy. You be jumping out of planes and shit.
That's
Here
different.
this nigga go again. The plumber guy. From the
Oh, what
top
he
to
doing
the
now? I seen a clip with him doing something with a jackhammer, but I ain't watching. You watching it? That's the jackhammer. Oh. Man, turn him off, man. I don't want him to get no airtime.
I came here looking for love.
This nigga,
you know?
listen. I don't got no. Listen.
In
I
a real
actually,
way,
actually,
know?
I would you want him to come up? Would you? No. Alright, no.
I mean, I don't know. I don't care.
Cause like I think
I feel like he aggravating.
he
would
is,
get
but
on my nerves.
I think he got a story, and I think like
He a damn lie. He just trying to get clout. He talk about that's what he talk about now. Like
everybody try to get
he
clout.
He talk about he talk about Erica Mena show. He's like I went on there looking for love, you know, in a real way, and
He
and I got
popular though.
manipulated. You know she didn't want you. First of all, I don't think she would have talked to him.
She
seriously.
picked him.
She did not pick him.
She picked him enough for him to make it to the finals or whatever that was.
I don't know.
It's always a
I
process
don't
for
know.
that shit.
Yeah, but I don't know how who picked or whatever.
He was
I
on
don't
the
think
bus.
She,
He was in the
yeah,
house.
but I don't think she picked the people that was gonna come. I don't think she did that. Like I don't know, but
they just
either
signed
way,
up?
she didn't pick him because she smacked him on the ladder. So she did smack him. He said she didn't. I don't know. He said she did. Then he said she didn't, but she did smack him. But it wasn't.
I think like I told you how I feel about her. Like, she fire, but she too much.
Yeah, it wasn't like
too much.
It wasn't like a smack. It was a love tap. It was like she was like, but you better do this. Like, she smacked him, and she was like, but you better do. And he was like, hey, can I say something? She was like, no, you can't. Go back to. He was like, no, but I gotta say something because she smacked him, and he was trying to say, like, you can't be put, even though it wasn't like a smack, like she was mad, but still. So she was like, but you did smack her. You can't be putting hands on people. If he told you he don't like that or whatever, and
she
then
grabbed his butt.
No, like so at the end of every episode, she gives chains out to like for the people, and somebody gets eliminated. So she brought him. She gave him his chain, and then he had did something or whatever. So she smacked him, like she gave him the chain, but then she was like, and you listen, you need to stop doing this or whatever, like you gotta, cause you're here for me, stop worrying about everybody else, and you need to whatever. And he was like, hey, but can I say something? She was like, no, go back over there so I call the next person. Like, he's like, but I gotta say something. She was like, no. So then the whole escalated. He ended up leaving because everybody got him because he made a whole big scene. He's like, no, because you smacked me and I feel like I should. She was like, no, I told you, just go. And then they're like, why are you acting like a bit like everybody else was saying that about him? Like, they do the confessional and they just talk to the camera about what's going on, and they're like, yeah, that nigga's a bitch. Like, he's sitting there because she gave him a little love tap. Like, so what? Like, is you a man or what? You big as fuck. Somebody said that, like, you big as fuck, all the muscles that you sit here crying because she smacked you. But it's like, no, but I don't even like him because I feel like he do be wanting clout. But Erica, you shouldn't have did that because even though I don't know, that's her love language. I like to play fight. I'm weird.
Put your hands on motherfuckers, man.
But I don't just do it.
Crazy.
But I don't just do it though. Like,
some niggas is traumatic. Like, you gotta understand. Like, some people are triggered. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You put your hands on me. Like, even if you put your hands on me in a loving way, like, I might jump. Like, you feel me?
It has to be reciprocal though. Like, if we have that type of relationship, like we play around.
But
and stuff like
that, that's what I'm saying.
But he don't. And he told you.
You do it with
he told you
that. A plumber.
That's what I'm saying. He's saying no, and you're basically dismissing him. And I don't like that because he told you he don't want. Because if he would have smacked you and you would have like say, stop acting like that.
You know what kind of plumber he is.
So he ended up quitting basically.
That's crazy.
Because first he was mad. He threw the chain and walked away on the first elimination because he tried to tell on Pussy Breaker. That's what they call it, the guy that got shot because he's a porn star. Well, she named all the people something. I don't think it's just because of that. Like, he's cute, whatever. So she just named him that. The other guy is Pied Piper. That's what she named him because he's a plumber. So he got mad because he tried to tell on Pussy Breaker. And rest in peace to his name is Jay Hefner. Or whatever. He tried to tell, he was like, oh, he brought them girls to his room or whatever. Like, he talked about he shooting content. Like, that nigga was, she basically tried to tell on him because he tried to get him eliminated or whatever. But she still gave him a chain or whatever. And then he got mad and threw his chain on the floor and then walked up the stairs. And then they were like, no, this nigga, she was already gone. She had went back in the house or whatever. And then she found out, she was like, and don't you ever, that's why she smacked him, because that was the previous week. So then in the next elimination, and she was like, and don't you ever throw nothing I give you on the floor or whatever. That's what she has said.
Yo.
And then
I gotta interrupt you for this, cause this just came in. It's breaking news. It's Thursday, and I'm getting shit like this. Is Clarissa Shields pregnant?
I seen it too. They said that she's pregnant by Papoose. Allegedly.
What? Allegedly? Yo. Now listen.
That's crazy.
Listen.
And they still live together.
Listen.
Because
I'm gonna say this.
I'm on the phone with her one
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. You can't be mad if certain things is happening. But when you retaliate, right? Just the same way we gotta look at Cardi, right? Cardi getting poked by such and such, and then, you know, because when they do shit out in the public, they want people to know. I don't give a fuck. This is what I want to do. Da 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 da. It's my life. It's my coochie. Da 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 da. Right? I got you. But when you do shit out in the open and everybody see it, then it's kids that be watching that shit. So kids, they gonna get an idea of, all right, well, do this shit make sense? Is this what I'm supposed to do?
No.
You know what I mean? So we really have a responsibility as some of the influencers or the people that's watching this information or see this shit to be like, yo, this shit is messy, my nigga. Like, no people, grown people shouldn't be moving the way that some of these grown people are moving. And I don't want kids to think that this behavior is acceptable, because it's unacceptable, yo, altogether.
Yeah.
But if she is a mother, allegedly, then, you know, congratulations, shit. And may your baby be a masculine one. That's from The Godfather. You know what I mean? Like,
you park in the back of the space.
Like, I really feel like,
well, park in the front. Then they do be threatening that, but it never happened.
if people look at the situation and just be like, yo, well, you know, they're together, they're publicly expressing their relationship, so everybody know that they're in a relationship. They're not sneaking around, you know what I mean? So this is something that happens. Obviously, they're probably having unprotected sex. So whatever, that's his girlfriend. He's with her. He's publicly said this is who he with. He publicly supporting her. He not giving no pushback about what she doing. And the same thing that was happening with Remy was happening with Remy. So we can't be like, yo, they live together. They, whatever the case is, she doing the same thing, and it's looking real crazy. So I don't know if it's for ratings, for people to watch her rap battles or what, but this is real WWE-ish for me. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And he said he asked her for a divorce, but she won't give it to him. He been asking her for one, but she won't give it. That's what they said. I didn't hear him say that, but I seen the
because really it's like nobody got proof of her cheating, but they got the Christmas little shit with the tree
and the audio.
Yeah, and then they got him talking about it on the rap, and then they got the little rap like,
and she was
Remy, do you love me?
Yeah, babe, or yeah.
Right? Like it's just funny. And then the online
that was definitely her voice.
And then she say in the back, and then they go in the back and forth. So it is what it is.
That was definitely
like
her
it is
voice
what it
in
is.
that clip when she was saying that. It's looking real. Talk about, I want you to come over here and play in my hoo-ha or whatever, the back
She
door.
mad, yo. Like, I don't understand. If you really doing what you doing, why are we even talking about it? But it's just like...
Because what she said was diabolical. And you married and you saying that to some other nigga. Like, that was definitely her voice. Like, so, I don't know. I mean, they both wrong because y'all need to just get... I mean, I guess if other people is okay with it. Because she had a man too. And they said he messing with 2 other women.
All right, like... If
Easy
Pat,
the Block captain.
If Pat was cheating...
They all got other people.
I don't feel like Pat is like the worst nigga in the world for cheating. But if it got messy to the point he out here getting other women pregnant or something like that, then it's like, it's not good. You having a baby on her, you know what I mean? That's not cool. But I don't think that's what's going on. I think Pat was really like just in the background. You know what I mean? Maybe he did cheat, whatever, I don't know. But he wanted to still be there. He made an effort to try to still be there. So if you gonna rock with him, if y'all gonna be a team and y'all gonna, you know what I mean, professionally, if y'all gonna do that, it's gonna look good. But nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors in those relationships. Like, they people. So who knows what type of shit is behind closed doors, what type of fights they having, you know what I mean? You know, you don't know. So I just say this. I say, fuck it, Pat. Best of luck in your relationship. Remy, she's still one of my favorite female rappers
Really?
ever. Yeah, oh yeah. She like the LeBron of rap. I'm gonna give her that. I don't know how she feel about that. I don't know if she comfortable with that, but she got some titles.
LeBron.
Just fucked it up. Yeah. I can't give her Jordan. I don't know who's a female rap Jordan. Well, if she's the best, then she gotta be the rap Jordan, right? But Nicki Minaj really gotta be the Jordan.
Yeah, Nicki better than her too.
Not better.
Rap's better.
Not rap's better.
I think so. But
No,
she just
no,
be
no,
saying
no,
some
no,
BS
no, no,
now.
no.
But when she first
Most
came out,
most successful
no, I'm telling you
and
my
most
opinion.
and most
I don't
entertaining.
think.
I think Remy is more of just a tomboyish type of woman that could rap.
Nicki
She's
was
just a
like that too.
lyricist.
She dressed up bad
Nah,
because
Remy's
she
just Remy's
she
just
was
Remy's
not-
just a lyricist. That's what I'm saying. Remy's just
I
a
think
lyricist.
to me, Nicki is more.
No, she's
than-
not. I'm telling you, she's
I'm
not.
saying my opinion. That's
It's
your
your
opinion.
opinion. But when we talk about lyrics,
I know
we
what
talking
you're
about
saying.
yeah.
I
But when
think
we talk
she
about
got,
lyrics,
better
we're not
lyrics.
talking about
Because
the
I listen
delivery.
to lyrics too.
The
I ain't
delivery
talking
with
about
Nicki
delivery
Minaj is
either.
pretty good. But I'm saying Remy got bars, way better bars than Nicki. Bar for bar, she beats damn near niggas. No woman can rap better than Remy Ma, lyrically. Commercially, yes, Nicki Minaj
Lady
is the
London
Jordan.
raps better than Remy Ma.
I don't think so.
I do.
And I think Remy got more, like, if you look at her battle rap, she got more, and even her freestyles, she got more versatility of coming up and influence for young artists that's coming up in Brooklyn and all these different spots. Some of these young rappers that's coming up, if they really a bar rapper, they looking at a Remy Ma. They not looking at no damn and no shade to her, she's phenomenal, but Remy is always my LeBron in female rap. Always. I'll give Nicki Jordan for her commercialability, her ability to, you know what I mean, even like
I'm talking about before she be saying anything now. I'm talking about before when she was doing mixtapes and before she really got big. Yeah, her shit, she be saying some commercial shit now. But when she first came out, she was and Lady London is a beast. I don't know which one. I don't even like Remy Ma like that. Like she
you gotta
got a
understand
few
how
things
much
that
I
like,
listen to rap. You might listen
I
to
listen
it.
to rap more
You
than I
might
listen
like,
to any
yeah,
other
you
genre of music.
might, but you gotta understand my perspective of it is probably gonna be different than your perspective of it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in my opinion,
yeah,
Remy
it's both
Ma, and I
our
don't think a
opinion,
lot of
'cause it's
artists would
music,
disagree.
So you can't.
Yeah,
It's not.
but I'm talking about words. So I'm
talking
saying
about
like
words too.
that's what I'm
that's
just
what
talking
I'm
about
saying.
words.
Like,
I'm talking about pure words.
like Sexy Red Trash. She not lyrical. That she don't be saying shit.
But
no words.
she could be
That's what
good. It's
No.
just the words that she
If somebody
uses
write her
always the
shit-
same. She always say the same words.
It don't even matter.
She
just
don't
trash.
use no new
She's
type of
trash.
terminology like that. She don't have an extensive vocabulary. Like it's ways to use the words to
And
make
that's
it
why I
fit
like
in the
Lady
rhyme.
London.
To deal with your
She-
cadence and shit like that. Lady London, she got a lot of schemes and shit like that. Like I like her shit. I like her delivery. On the top, like for me, I would say that she probably is the most impressive that I've seen in a while. But I always would say that Remy is my favorite lyricist of all.
That's
I
your
haven't heard.
favorite. That don't
I
mean,
haven't
like,
heard a
Dipset's
female-
my favorite, but I don't think
No,
they're
I
the
haven't
best
heard.
rappers.
I haven't heard a female lyricist better than Remy Ma in her prime. I haven't. Before she got arrested, I haven't heard any female rapper that could beat her. And I will argue now, we probably got like this girl 40 bars. She's straight.
I don't even know who that is, but
You know, they got a few of them that's out there. But Lady London
I
got,
don't
she
really-
got
and I
ill.
listen to
She
her
got ill
albums and
shits when
stuff,
she
like,
on her
I don't
shits,
really-
but
I
I
don't
never
really-
heard Lady London against a battle rapper. I've heard Lady London spit freestyles and shit like that on a mic and go on various beats, and I heard that, and she was ripping it. But those might be writtens.
They might be.
Hey yo,
And that's what I'm saying.
we got a special guest, y'all.
I don't think, to me, I don't think Remy Ma is all that. I don't think she be saying nothing spectacular.
Come in, Cap.
Alright. Yeah, hurry up to close the door.
Sit with me. Alright. Go behind the camera. Appreciate you. Come
Hi.
in. Got a special
I see
guest,
you got
man.
Mask on and
Humble in the building. Look up. Dripped up and shit.
shit. Got
I
your
got
suit
the
on.
jewelry at the crib, man. I ain't gonna put the jewelry
He got the
on.
Marcus Graham outfit on and
I was
shit.
in my office. Chilly.
But yeah, what do you think? We're talking about Remy Ma. He said she the best female rapper. I don't think so.
Lyricist. Nah, I ain't say rapper. I said lyricist.
That's I go
Female
to
lyrics.
Nicki
That's
Minaj.
what I mean by rapper.
I get out the Nicki Minaj.
Cause a lot of these people. I
Nah,
think
because
Nicki is better than
lyricist
her.
is different. Lyricist is different.
That's what
Because
I'm saying.
Because I think
That's
a
what
rapper
I mean.
is. I think a rapper is just.
You're not
it's
a
just
rapper
a term.
if you
It's just a
just-
term for
if
somebody that
somebody-
make raps.
Okay.
But
Well,
I think
that's
a
what I mean.
lyricist
It's
is a
implied.
type
That's what-
of rapper.
That's what I'm talking about. When
Right.
I have this conversation, that's what I'm saying. To me, lyrically, I think Nicki Minaj is better than her, and I think
Yeah.
Lady London is too. To me, I never really and I listen to lyrics. I have this argument with people, not about her, but in general all the time, because I love music. Like, I don't think she raps that good. And I've listened to her battle stuff. To me, it's all right, but I don't really like her. I never heard her shit and be like, oh, she said some crazy. Like, no, there's a few songs by her that I like, and I listen to her battle stuff too. I don't really think it sounds like a freestyle, like you said. Song Lady London be right, and she probably do, but you could, and Remy Ma, maybe it do be off the top. It sound like it's off the top, because to me, it don't sound all that. Like, I never listened to her and was like, oh my god, that was crazy. Like, but she got some
When
songs
she went on
that
Funk
I
Flex
like.
that last time, it did. That shit was hitting. I mean, we could listen to bar for bar on Funk Flex and see which one hit harder. If you
I
want,
mean, you
but,
could.
I mean, I don't gotta do that, but if
I already know. Like,
you
I
feel,
know
you
who
feel how
Remy
you
Ma
feel. You
is.
feel very
Like,
strongly.
and I listen to music. I say this, like, people argue and be like, oh, Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe's alright.
No, people say he corny. I think
He ain't
he's
corny.
not. People will be like, oh, he can't rap because they
It's
don't
just the
understand
vocabulary
what we
that
talk
people
about.
use in their rap. It's like it hit or not. Like Jay-Z, like people argue Jay-Z being one of the best rappers. Why do they argue that? It's not because he's just so ill at what he says. It's because he's introducing you to a whole new terminology that you didn't think about before.
To me,
He's
I
bringing
don't
different
even think
words
he all
into
that
your
either. That's
vocabulary
controversial.
in a hard gangster type of way, but it's smooth. It's like you got your suit and tie on when you listening to this shit. You know what I mean? Versus it always traversed from that. But when it first started, it was more street trying to get your money. Then he got to the more gangster style. Then he got to like presidential level, like I'm that nigga. Like, you know what I mean? To get to this, you gotta move like this. You gotta have Biascos and you gotta have all types of wild ass paintings and shit like that. And you know what I mean? Basquiat's, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I said, Boscos, think that's some subs or some shit.
It's a store. They
Yeah.
changed J.C. Penney's to that.
Whatever, you got all types of shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Even Jay-Z, like, that's probably gonna be controversial. I like Jay-Z. Don't get me wrong. He has a lot of songs that I like.
It's just what they say. You know what I mean? That's what
to
lyricists
me,
say. You know,
like Pusha T.
Pusha T
Nas.
is an ill.
I think Nas raps better than Jay-Z. People will probably be like, no. I
Lot of
think
people
he
do.
won. Ether, like, you can't, like, he killed you. I'm sorry, unalived you. I don't know.
I don't know.
Think I
It's
listen to
controversial,
lyrics.
but-
To me, the lyrics in
that's a
this
fan
was
thing. That's a
better.
fan thing.
It's
fans,
not a
fans
fan.
will argue.
And that's why I said Dipset
No, I'm
is
saying
my
it's a fan thing
favorite.
because fans will argue.
No, but listen, I like Dipset. Dipset is my favorite, right? But I don't think I never said they was the best. I can still differentiate
They lost that
and
versus.
be. That's what I'm saying. I never said. I don't even know why they put them again. I feel like that's not a good competition. I guess because they both from New York and they're a group or whatever. So who could you do? But I don't even think that compares. But you know how I feel about Dipset or how I am. But I could still be like, will I say that they the best rapper ever? No. Like, but they have songs that I like. I like their music. I always been a fan of them. But And the same thing with Jay-Z. I like some of his music. I like Nas too. It's not. I'm a fan of both of them because I listen to both of their music. But I think Nas raps better than Jay-Z. To me, lyrically, the things he said put me more in awe than stuff that Jay-Z said.
Right.
Like I don't.
All right, wait. Before you continue, let's reset. This is Get Lifted. 30 is a new 20. Smiley Jizzle, La Heifer in the building. We got our special guest
Humble Renaissance.
in
Thank
the
you
building.
for joining
Tell them a
us.
little bit about yourself.
Shit, man. These my peoples. Found out that we family. You know, I grew up I'm a streeter. Big family in New Haven. Grew up in a military family. My family, great-grandfather was in World War One. Grandfather was in World War II. My father and uncle was in Vietnam War. I was supposed to be in Iraq, but my mom's conditioned me to go the college route. Although I didn't complete all the way, I got a few established things for myself. Got a little business, a few businesses, and sure, that's pretty much it. I'm a father. Yeah, I'm a father, a very proud father at that.
Active father.
Yeah.
That's good. We need more
Glad to have you,
fathers
man.
to
Glad
be
to have you.
Glad to be here. I miss two people. I miss visiting two people. Can't really say on camera, but
It's all good. Your time will be well spent, but we got some good stuff to talk about.
But wait, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's what we talk
About
about.
what?
We talking about who you feel is the best
Female. Rapper.
lyrically.
yeah.
We'll start before you say best rapper. Who's the best female lyricist?
Yeah.
And then go from there.
Automatically, the only one that could compete with dudes is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj actually killed dudes in songs. The song with her, T.I., Lil Wayne, Drake, or somebody else, she destroyed dudes in songs. Nicki Minaj, the only one that could compete with men. I'm talking about lyrically compete with men. I didn't see Nicki Minaj destroy grown, rapping ass men, millionaires. Never ever for nobody else. I can't. Not these.
I'm sick.
Right. Oh yeah, you want to smoke around there? You smoke papers?
Yeah. Oh, you can't bougie. You let us smoke before. You whatever. So who you said, Nicki Minaj?
To me,
She's the
yeah,
best?
Nicki Minaj. And then I know MC Light was nice. But like me, I was listening to y'all was talking earlier, and I think people are drawn into lifestyles, you know, a person's lifestyle. And then just like how the black people are, we want to get all the way to our origins. That's the same thing with rap music. They always try to bring it to the origins. So it's always going to be two, with the males, it's going to be Biggie Smalls, Nas, lyrically.
And I don't
Uzi
even know
rap.
if
AZ.
yeah I
Uzi
don't.
rapper AZ is
Big L.
Rest in
nice.
peace.
Yo,
Oh,
I don't know, like lyrical, you gotta think about how well versed a person is. Like when you lyrical, like you could, it's not just putting words together, it's just saying a whole bunch of syllables and shit. Cause I mean
It
anybody
has to
can really
actually
do
make
that.
sense.
It gotta make sense. You gotta be able to tie shit together. You gotta make
Catchy.
people think sometimes. You gotta be captivating. The presentation of it, the delivery of it,
I don't know
the confidence.
who I think is the best rapper because
It's hard. It's hard because there's so many elements.
Jada
But
Kiss is
but
good.
lyricists,
I like
and that's what I say. Yeah,
Jada, Cassidy,
Jada is an ill lyricist
I was so
as a male.
happy when you
But
took
for
my
females,
stuff.
females
I
is
feel
different.
so-
It's so competitive for men. I mean, and you even got the underground people that people don't even really talk about like that. Like what's that dude? Graph. Like Graph is bananas. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that people don't really talk about
What
like
you
that
think
that
about
can really
Math?
like
You
spit.
Math
You know what I
is
mean?
good, or you don't like him?
Who Math?
Yeah.
Math is decent. He a good battle rapper. You know what I mean? But when you talk about like a person that
That
like
man
overall
conceited.
like this person is like the best rapper that you've ever heard. Like when you hear them say something, it's always impressive. The only person that I really was like really impressed with when I first heard some of the crazy shit was Eminem. And that was when he said some crazy shit.
Yeah, Eminem is.
But I heard other people say crazy shit. I heard Big Pun, one of his mixtapes. He went sick, his whole mixtape. It was called Super
that's
Miracle.
How you know.
It's like some people is dynamic, the way that they rap, how the speed, how much they can hold their breath in between the shit. Like it's more than just doing it. It's a way that you can do it, and you could always be on point with your shit every time. Like who always gonna be hitting every single time if they come up with a freestyle? Do you think Remy gonna always have an ill ass freestyle when she get on Funk Flex, or you think Nicki always gonna have an ill ass freestyle? Remy rock.
Nicki is bigger, so she's more commercial.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Her presence.
Is. But when she first came out, the stuff that she used to say,
she was crazy. She was crazy when she was skinny and shit. She was thorough. But I'm saying, it's other artists that was still competitive. Young Remy was thorough when she came out. When Big Pun was alive, Remy was nasty. Her bars was crazy. She used to do battle rap. They used to have her battling niggas. It was a few chicks that was out there. Believe it or not, Eve was one of them. Eve was another chick that was out there that was battle rapping bitches and slaying them. That's why they had her in the Rough Riders.
To me, she's just not that impressive. She's never, like I said.
I wouldn't say like none of her songs like
but
really
I heard
hit like that.
Battles
I like her freestyles. Her freestyles was crazy to me.
Yeah, like I look at lifestyles because like whoever you name Big Pun. Well, Big Pun was a real drug dealer. He was a real nigga in these streets. And then you could name Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar get a lot of flack because he not a real nigga in these streets. Nigga hired a nigga who robbed his brother or his father or some shit. You know what I mean? He used that as a way to say that I was putting somebody on, but real street niggas don't like that. And one thing about me is that, yeah, I got my own security business. Yeah, I got a contract where I be with white people and stuff, but every day I be outside with these jail niggas. I be really outside with jail niggas every day, and they look me in my eye and they respect me. They see a little fear in me. They see, when they look at me, they see fear. They don't see fear in me, but they feel fear, They feel fear. They see that I'm the same nigga just like them, get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I be outside with the real gangsters. And it's like I can see all sides, but to be honest, man, the streets don't mess with Kendrick Lamar like that. They don't even care about that Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef. A lot of rock heads care about it, but the streets really don't care about it. The streets really into like Lil Durk, Nas too, and they respect Jay-Z because he got money.
People in the streets, they're not going to listen to like a Kendrick
Somebody
Lamar
said that. Who said that? Hip hop ain't no fucking talking about elevation type of shit. Hip hop is fucking shooting
Jim
niggas
Jones
and fucking fighting niggas and shit like that. It's scrapping, it's gangster shit. That's what hip hop is. And I'm like, is it?
No, hip hop is speaking of struggle.
Because they associate that with black people.
No, because
that's what I'm saying. How is that? It's a lifestyle, right? Right?
That's how
is that what you're talking about?
In general,
it's a lifestyle.
Black people.
Hip hop is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of what? The culture.
It's a lifestyle of the culture that the Europeans have manipulated on us. Remember, we were never that.
They manipulated what?
Well, we were people of
NWA highlighted what it was
that,
like growing up in Compton.
Before that, we were making music. It wasn't rap.
No, but they was showing you what it looks like in Compton. Like this is what it looks like. This the cops running up on niggas. This is the Bloods. These are the Crips. This is what's going on. Yeah. It's the lifestyle. It's the culture. It's the environment. They're highlighting what they do. And the Jays, we can't say their name on camera, but the Jays, those people are uplifting us to show our true colors and make us look like animals.
So, right, it's like the Europeans got us slower than them. When they separated, when they had segregation, we were doing way better than them. We had more numbers than them and everything. And they blew up everything and all of that. They blew up Black Wall Street and everything. They dumbed
Oklahoma.
us down. They kept dumbing us down. We had
May 21st,
Black Panther Party.
1921.
Remember the Black Panther Party? That was a good group, and they turned it bad. Everything with us, they tried to turn it bad. They tried to dumb us down. So that's really a real big point in like why the music has changed. Before we are loving people. We used to only make jazz, and that's our stuff. Country music was us. Love and all that was us. And then they converted us into that lifestyle, bringing in the drugs and stuff around Malcolm X time. Remember Malcolm X used to be a pimp and a drug dealer?
Right.
Yeah. So like I have gotten myself off of blaming the other man or the other woman. I know I'm going off the track real quick, but I have like literally lately been getting myself off of that because everything we're doing is the European. It's like when somebody's doing really good in life, it's like, oh, the only way to do real good in life, especially in America, is the more European you are, the better you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got these musicians and stuff that do it, but they really be
Is it
hurt
that?
inside.
Is it that, or is it being accepted into another realm of society? Like
Another
like
realm
are
of
you?
society?
Yeah, like you're on one side, and the only way to be on one side is not to basically be European, but to be accepted by the capitalists that control the money.
That's the Europeans.
Well, that's the globalists. We don't know if they're Europeans because we got rich people that's black.
No, no black person.
Nah, I'm gonna show you.
I'm
gonna show
talking
you.
like as far as like in a position of power. We still don't got no like black generals, no head person in charge.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, I seen Donald Trump whole cabinet. There was all white people, and the only black person was the fucking person who sung the grace, who sung the fucking grace over their food or whatever, over their
This
meat.
dude right here. I mean, he not here. He in Africa.
Mhm.
What you feel me?
Yeah, that's Africa, like in America.
But he got bread.
He's saying up here.
In America.
We
In
don't
America?
have no representation.
In America,
That's on
I think
a
we do
high
got
level.
Yeah,
Not-
we have
but
one,
there-
not
There's
one.
some.
They break us
There's
down every
people
way.
working in politics.
Most of
stuff
the
like that,
entertainers
they're
are,
not-
but this
yeah,
dude right
but they're
here,
not
David
doing
So
Stewart.
my thing is this, right? We have multiple entertainers, and they all
11.4 billion.
They all could put their money.
He got more money than Jay-Z. I mean, we're not talking about them. They black, but David Stewart, 11.4 billion.
His business got something to do with white people. He
Absolutely.
making everything European.
You have to get accepted into that group of the globalists.
You gotta become
The people that got that brand. You gotta be in
They
that
would never
network.
accept black people. Even
They're
if the
not
popes
gonna
wasn't even
let you
accepting
get
black people.
to a certain point unless you suck in some.
Even still,
Well,
they
you gotta
still
understand.
won't
But see, here's the
they will
thing.
never allow black
You gotta
people in
understand
that
something.
funnel.
Look at what this is. Look at what this is. Look at what he does.
What does he do?
IT services company. You
So-
gotta be smart, bro.
And he worked for the government, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's still.
Absolutely.
That's not you working for. He's
Apple,
saying you still.
City,
At the end
Microsoft,
of the day, everybody's
federal
still
government.
underneath someone. Even at the highest level, is for black people, it's
You
still
all-
someone above
He's right.
them.
You always gonna be under
Not for white
under
people.
one. Well,
That's what he's saying. That-
Because they control it.
Because there are people at a high level, but they're still.
Let's
a
not.
white
I mean,
person
let's
above
not
them.
argue that we're not in the system of white
White
supremacy,
supremacy.
but you're going to be able to get what you can get
The
out
more
of it.
European you are,
No, the more you play ball,
the
you gotta
the
know.
European.
You gotta know the laws that protect you.
The tuxedos and stuff. This is European. Why is Zelensky not wearing it? Because he said, fuck that whole world shit. I'm not coming here in a tuxedo.
Oh, you seen it? You seen the meeting? You seen it? You seen it?
He's not coming in a tuxedo. He said, fuck the
man.
whole world.
You want
But
to talk
once
about that?
Who? What?
All
I
right.
really want to talk about something else, but this is your show.
So-
I'm gonna back on something
So,
after that.
well, nah, we could talk about what you want to talk about, but let's talk about this real quick. DJT47. That's his name. That's his nickname I gave him. DJT47 had a meeting with Vance and the dude Zelensky, Ukrainian president, whatever. And the dude just like I'm giving you the short of it. The dude is just going off. He's like, yo, there's no forgiving, Putin, etc. You know what I mean? A ceasefire is not enough, whatever. The dude and Trump straight told him, bro, you losing. Give it up. You got no choice but to just give it up, bro. You're not being gracious enough. You're not being grateful enough. You know, and I'm paraphrasing. You're not being grateful enough. You understand what I'm saying? Vince got in there and started yelling at the dude. He said, he's just him getting loud with me is not, you know what I mean? Like, yo,
Yeah,
like,
because you talking louder, I don't mean
yo,
wait.
right. Dude was like, he's not being loud with you. He's just telling you what you need to hear. You're not being gracious enough. We're getting, you know what I mean? We're giving you all the means that you need to do what you need to do, and you still are not. You know what I mean? He's like, yo. He just sitting there. You can see the expression on Zelensky's face. Like, look, man, this is some bullshit. My people dying right now, cuz. I'm sorry, deleting right now. And I'm sitting here having this conversation with you, and this is the best you're gonna get me, because he's friends on both sides. So he's trying to be the medium between the both of them. You know what I mean? And he's having meetings with who? He's having meetings with him, and they're both bad mouthing each other in both meetings and shit. Like, so he's like, yo, I can't, you know, they're both saying nasty things about each other. They're, you know, all I can do is tell them, you know, you guys got to stop. After we make this deal, everything should be good, and hopefully, you know what I mean, whatever. Trump, he's trying. You feel me? I feel like he's trying. What do you think? What do you think?
So allow me to say this one thing, but it might spark a conversation, but it's
Go ahead.
So Zelensky said, Donald Trump said, listen, you don't got no cars. You got no cars. Zelensky said, Zelensky said, we're not playing cars. We're not playing no games. I don't got no cars.
Yo!
But
that's a meme though, for real. That's gonna be a meme, yo. You got no cards. Yo, he said it mad times.
Like, you might as well just surrender.
He said it mad times. He said you got no cards. I said, yo, he said you lost 2,000 men. You lost 2,000 men on both sides. Like, yo, he want him to stop.
But when you said Donald Trump, this is where a lot of people get twisted. A lot of people feel as though they gotta choose a side. So they said they forget that chick side, they're gonna go with Donald Trump's side. Now by going with Donald Trump's side, what's happening is they act like they gotta be fully on Donald Trump's side. See, me, I only roll with Donald Trump because I know it's either Republican or Democrat. And I knew that the Democrats was doing that LGBTQRSTV stuff. So I was like, you know what? Instead of, the only way to stop that is by going the AI route with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Now, I understand they are worse, but the worst are with the Democrats at this time. Now, the Republicans are worse too. They're both worse. Now, my whole point is saying that was to say this. The only reason why Ukraine is in that war is because United States violated Russia, kept pushing towards Russia territory. The United States kept turning all of those countries against Russia after USSR broke down. You know what I mean? Back when World War II and stuff, after World War II, United States, once the Berlin Wall broke and all of that, once USSR was destroyed, you know what I mean? Once the Soviet Union was destroyed and now it's just Russia, that's when all those countries that they had, boom. You know what I mean? Russia just trying to take them back. Russia had already Ukraine. Russia had all those lands. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? United States said it was
divide and conquer, right?
So United States, but right, Russia and the United States is doing some slick deal though. It's really in the open too, because literally Donald Trump is saying you don't got no cars, y'all could just fight it out. What you mean I could fight it out? Y'all the reasons. United States and Europe is the only reasons why Ukraine is involved in that fight, because Ukraine wouldn't have been in that fight if the United States didn't influence Ukraine to leave the USSR, to leave Russia, and then to be joint with the USA through mutual, not through the whole treaty of the NATO, but through some backing. That's why they backing them up. That's why they gave them all the weapons.
They trying to get rid of NATO.
And then but Donald Trump is trying to make it seem like it was a Democrat thing. No, it's really a United States thing, because the United States is really bigger than Donald Trump. And Donald Trump really trying to make itself bigger than the United States.
He's trying to cancel a lot of programs, a lot of shit that's funded, saying that it's not. There's no need for some of these things that's being funded right now.
Well, the food
We're
stamps,
losing
regards
people
to
mad
all
about
of the immigration.
people
That
mad
too.
about the food stamps, but he actually said you have to work to get food stamps. So if you're working, you gotta work at least. I think he said at least 20 hours, 30. No, at least 30 hours. And if you working, but because some people
So
work
can I get
and
back
they pay
food
their
stamps?
bill. That
Can I
they
get-
said if you working at least 30 hours, but I
Son.
guess you're still need help. Like after you pay your bills, maybe you don't. It's hard to get food or whatever. Like for those people, because you actually going to work. And they said if you able-bodied, get your ass up. And he's saying some people got letters that they just getting cut off because they able-bodied. So and people is coming up there crying saying stuff like this lady said she had 8 kids. Like girl, bye. Why you sit up there and have all them kids first of all, and you talk about you disabled? You can't be too disabled, popping out all them children or whatever. And where is they daddies at? You probably wasn't with none of them, or
It ain't disabled. I seen a girl that was in a wheelchair. She was twerking. She got a little fatty too in that wheelchair.
I mean, you could still do that.
That
I'm
was
saying
wild.
that's you talk about you disabled, and it seemed mentally unstable because she was sitting there having a conversation on the camera. She seemed fine to me, and obviously they think you is too because they turned your food stamps off. So you better. You better go get a job. And she was like, then I can't get workman's comp if I don't, and then and my kids, we need food stamps or whatever because I can't. And
May I? May I interject?
Nah, go ahead.
I would like to challenge you guys to let's increase the level of conversation for this moment. Cause y'all guys be talking some beautiful talk, and I'll be watching y'all. I'm the one of y'all watchers. But this is something that I want to do. Y'all have done this before. You have done this before.
What's this?
Just talk about like the big history and stuff. So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know where Caucasians came from? Definitively, not off of the definitively. Do you know definitively where Caucasians came from?
Now,
Go
you want me to be
Definitively. You want to give me an answer
No.
definitively?
Now
You know
listen.
Because if you don't know,
If you want me to be definitive, then it's gonna mean that I know something that everybody should know, or that was proven by everybody.
Well, it's
So
proven, yeah. Not
anything
everybody
is
should know,
theoretical.
but definitely proven. You could go on Google, like, type of stuff. Yeah.
You could go on Google and find out that white people came from the Caucasus Mountains. Caucasians came from the Caucasus Mountains.
Exactly.
Right? Or somebody could have made that shit up.
No.
How do you know?
So let's talk
Where's
about
the proof?
So
Okay.
let's talk about it.
Okay.
Now, when the Caucasians came from the Caucasus Mountains 6,000 years ago. Now, it was they got trapped over there because of the last extinction period, the ice age. So they got trapped over there. They was in the mountains. Now they used to be black. I mean, everybody used to be black. But when they traveled over there and got into the Caucasus Mountains, what happens when you're living in caves and when you're living in cold without the sun hitting you, your skin starts to pale. Your skin turns gray and it turns white. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. They were trapped in those mountains for thousands years, in those caves, and also in the cold. The sun wasn't really hitting. They wasn't getting us. You know what I mean? So when they eventually came back over to us, we already had 300 years of living on the land when they was trapped and stuff in the mountains, in the caves. I mean, they came from the Caucasus Mountains, and exactly, you're correct. Caucasians, Caucasus Mountains.
Okay. That's a theory, though.
That's science. That's okay. Well, theory based on that's not a theory. That's
It is a theory.
if it's a theory, then it's based off of
I'm not saying it's folklore. I'm not saying
AI
that
and
it's fake.
shit. Off of AI.
What I'm saying is it's a theory because it's something.
known to be fact. They say it's known to be fact based off of geographics. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. Now that you go, sorry about that.
It's a lot of scientific theories in history of how people came to be, pigmentation and certain things like that, and how people got to different placements on the earth, and you know, I mean, you got the story of Greek mythology and all this other stuff.
But science though, I'm talking science.
But
I'm talking,
we really
I'm talking
don't
science.
know.
I'm not
It's
talking
a theory.
mythology. I'm
That's
talking about
not-
science.
That's not science.
It is science.
You didn't say anything science.
Yeah, it is science. Like I did say
You said,
science.
you
When
said
you're
something historical.
no, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you the science that I say. You can back it up on the camera. Now, what science is that? When you are away, when you're trapped in, when you're living in a cave for thousands and thousands of years, and the sun is not hitting you, your skin turns gray. The sun is not hitting you, your skin does not. The pigmentation. If all of us was in the caves, 1,000, we had kids and kids, our skin color would not be black no more. It would turn gray, and then it would turn white. That's science. Look it up, everybody. I challenge you to look it up.
You should do like what's that guy name?
Terrence
He
Howard.
making
Everybody look at Terrence Howard.
Mr.
Oh, you saw that? You
Mr.
saw that
Beast.
video?
I'm the guy with it. I'm
Mr.
Terrence Howard,
Beast.
young boy. Terrence Howard is baby Jesus Christ.
You should be like Mr. Beast and test it out.
Terrence Howard got the tangential flights, drones. Terrence Howard figured out the whole periodic table.
Look.
Terrence Howard. I want to challenge y'all another one.
Yeah.
Do y'all know how old the Earth is?
A person.
Billions of years old.
Way older.
Lived in a cave.
Away from the sun for thousands of years. You gotta be on AI. I got the AI.
You gotta do a
AI is
Mr.
in
Beast
Google.
thing and get people to try it out. Well, they ain't gonna last for thousands of years.
Right.
Yeah, I fuck with y'all, man. I wish I was.
So there's no real
I'll
way
do
to
this on
test
regular.
that theory.
No, it's not, but it's a theory.
It's no theory. It's
No,
science. When science back it
It's
up.
Science.
But how do you know? Someone would have to do it to find that out. You can't,
Would
and no
their
one's gonna
skin-
live for thousands of years. We don't live that long.
You don't have to do science like that. Like, isn't science? Science say some things that can't be proven. Like science say that the Earth is 3.8 billion years old, when the Earth is really 9.8 trillion years old. Don't y'all know that the sun is what creates all of the planets? I bet y'all heard though that it was the Big Bang and all of these rocks and stuff that's flying around and colliding with each other. No, that is false. How everything occurred this is in our solar system. If a person lived in a cave for a thousand years, their skin color will likely lighten over generations due to the lack of sunlight and a natural selection. But it's not one person, but it's the generations and generations have to keep having kids and have to keep having kids. Without that sunlight, your skin will turn to pink. Your skin will pigmentate. So basically,
AI is awesome.
now also but watch this. Ask it how old the Earth is. It's gonna say 3.8 billion years old.
Okay.
But watch me corner the AI, and it's gonna give us the true age of the Earth. 4.5 billion years, right?
4.5 billion.
Now, all right. Now go up there and ask this: how far is? It's gonna say 93 million miles away. How far is the Earth away from the sun?
They can say whatever they want.
It's gonna say 93 million miles
We
away.
don't know if
How
it's
far
actually
is the
true.
Earth away from the sun? 93 million miles away.
Okay.
Now, ask this: how fast is the Earth drifting away from the sun per year? It's going to say 0.6 miles to 1.5 centimeters per year. How fast is the Earth drifting away from the sun per year? Drifting, you gotta put drifting. The word drifting. How fast is the Earth drifting away from the sun per year?
This woman was on TikTok and she was saying that it's all a lie, that they never went to the moon or went into outer space and stuff like that.
Per
Because
year.
when you get to a certain height, the temperature, you would be smithereens. And the machine they used wasn't high enough to
0.6 inches,
whatever. So they
1.5 centimeters per year. Now, ask this question. So basically, do y'all know about corona? The answer is that the Earth is drifting away from the sun by approximately 1.5 centimeters or about 0.6 inches per year due to the sun mass, whatever. So, if you do the math,
I told him we wasn't gonna do science.
If you do the math,
you doing this shit.
if you do the math, 0.06 inches per year to 93 million miles away, since the Earth is 93 million miles, how long you gonna get? You're gonna get 9.8 trillion years. 9.8 trillion years. However way you ask that question, and that's how you corner it.
Okay.
All of the planets came from the sun. Jupiter came from the sun. Mars came from the sun. Mars used to be right here. Right here is called the Goldilocks area. 91 to 93, 94 million miles away from the Earth. I mean, away from the sun is the Goldilocks area where a planet is able to sustain. No, you go. I don't want the camera. Not yet. I got you. I'm doing this still. So where the sun, where 93 million miles away from the sun is where a planet is able to sustain life. So Venus and Mercury are the two planets that right now that are closest to the sun. Mercury is the next planet up. When Mercury get right here to where Earth is, people are going to people up there. Just like how trees apple, just like how apple every spring apple trees apple. That's just the same thing with the Earth. The Earth, and then the same thing with Mars. People were peopling up there, and then as the Earth continues, as everything continues to drift away from the sun, it get colder and less and all of that. That's what Mars is right now. Know what I mean? And you can't go to Mercury because it's too hot. It's ghastly. So basically, yeah, Mercury is going to take the place, or Venus, whatever is Venus, Mercury, or Mercury, Venus. The next one is going to take the place of Earth, and it's going to people up there again. It's going to be us again. You're going to be up there. You're going to be up there. We're going to be up there in different type of organisms, though. We're going to be different organisms. Maybe be a tree. Maybe some our different parts of our energies are going to be spread apart. But if you have this knowledge right now, you'll be able to live that life again and be able to improve it. You know what I'm saying? Because our energy never dies.
Improve it how? If you're a tree.
Because you have to have consciousness. Consciousness is everything. Everything is conscious. Don't you know if I touch you, it's energy. It's literally energy at the smallest scale, at the atom scale. It's only energy. If I do this to you or do this to this, I'm not touching this. This is energy. This is radiating at a certain energy. My hands are radiating at a certain energy at the atom level. It's not the inside of that. It's the nuclei. The nuclei is around the atom. Know what I'm saying? And then you know what the atoms is made of? The atoms is broken up into. Whew.
Protons and neutrons.
Look it up. Everything I say
Nucleus.
could be facts. Everything I just said is facts. Look it up. Google it. Boom, boom, boom. But Google
We
won't
really
tell
don't
you.
know though, because we never went to the sun or to Venus or none of that.
That's
to really
that's
test
the
it out.
whole
That's what he's
the whole argument is it's all theoretical.
Tangential flight. Put that in your Google right there. Tangential flight. Do y'all know what tangential flight is?
No, what's tangential?
It's the same flight that aliens take. Like zoom, 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 zoom. Why should Terrence Howard face come up there? Tangential flight. Because he's the first one to create tangential flight machines.
Let's look this up.
Tangential flight.
Why do you keep?
Because he is the baby Jesus.
Look,
His
yeah.
face popped up right there. Told you. He's the first one to create that. He's the richest man on earth. Terrence Howard. You know the AR, VR? He's the one that created that. He's the one that got the patent.
Listen.
He got, go on Google. AR,
Listen,
VR.
hold on. Before you go. We
Wait,
discussed Terrence Howard already. We discussed his video previously, but I won't argue he's brilliant. I think he's brilliant.
Everything back it up.
I think what he said is something that I've always entertained as a child. So I kind of back it up, and I had a really in-depth argument with my boy about it too. I'd like to call him too right now, but I don't want to bother him. I know he probably sleep. But shit, we was arguing about this because he's like, how can you argue years of science and shit? Like science always has an anomaly. That's why these are all theories. The reason there's hiccups and everything is because we haven't used anything else to challenge what we already have set.
Terrence Howard have.
Like the law of physics can't be changed.
Listen, Terrence Howard has figured it
They're
out.
saying the law of physics can't be changed.
All right.
He's saying there's a flaw, but he said that there's a flaw in our law of physics.
And not our, and the Europeans.
Because of the numbers.
No, Europeans.
Okay.
Because their math is
I'm
wrong.
not going down that rabbit hole.
Let's go
because
there.
we're talking about
What's 1 times 1?
Here we go.
What's 1 times
We
1?
already had this conversation.
Yeah.
What's
I
1
don't
times
wanna
1?
I
revisit this.
know.
I don't wanna
I
revisit
thought
this. I don't
that
wanna
too
revisit
as a
this.
kid before.
We
this
understand
even
all that. We
happened.
understand
I
all that.
thought
We watched the
was
video.
weird,
We
but I
watched the
just
video. We know we go.
did what I was
We
told.
we definitely appreciate it, but we talked about that. But I
I
don't
have
argue
some
that. I
topics
actually
too
agree
that
about it. But the
And
thing
it's
that I'm
not
saying is that
all
everything.
history.
But what
It's-
we're talking about on a more base level, because like this is it's a good argument, but I'm not gonna argue on that because
Yeah,
I kind of
I'm
agree.
saying
I
you
kind of
right.
agree with
I
Terrence
do
Howard. I
agree.
kind
Oh, you
of
like
It
arguing?
makes sense.
oh,
Debating?
I love the debate, but this is not what I'm gonna debate on because I'm
You already.
you know what I mean. We already
You want
talked
to
about
find
it.
something that we disagree? You want to find something we can
Well,
debate on?
not really
Let's
because
do it, because I'm the best debater
I want
in
to
the world.
talk about how we feel about Remy Ma
And Papoose?
and Papoose.
Well, I'm a Clarissa Shield
They
fan. My
said
daughter
she
loves
pregnant.
Clarissa Shield. And, you know, I just like, I love black love. That's what I want about them.
They said she pregnant. Allegedly.
What do you think about that? Like, is that okay? Is that
Is what okay?
is it okay to publicize the messiness of this love, whatever they got going on?
Is it okay
Like
to
they kinda-
publicize? So,
Right.
is it okay? The it. You said it.
Is this
Remy Ma and
So no. I know.
Papoose
No.
and
I want to know what specific.
what is the it?
Yeah,
They're
because
being open.
No, you're wrong. They're not. Are you with her with there?
How is it getting out?
Remy Ma and Block the Captain.
Okay.
That's how it's getting out. It's not getting out through no Clarissa Shields. It's not getting out through
They
no
are
Papoose.
posting stuff together, like out on dates.
That don't got nothing to do with nothing.
What you mean?
They could date if they want to date.
Okay,
It started. Remy Ma started this whole shit.
that's not what we're at. We're all of it together.
My bad. I go
We're
to the
talking
order.
about
If I get
both
off track,
of it.
my bad. If I got off
No.
track.
I'm not saying because we already know. All right. So to revisit it, we already know he's trying to separate,
Because he
etc.
said he asked her
Right?
for a divorce and shit.
And she's dealing with Easy. He's dealing with Clarissa. I'm in support of whatever they got going on, but there's children involved. If she's getting pregnant and all this other shit, that happens with people doing it. I'm just saying you can't be mad at him for this happening because that could possibly happen because you're doing what's going on. But she's saying that they not supposed to be broken up or she not cheating or whatever, but you see constantly her at the Christmas shit with the nigga. You see him shouting her out at the rap battle. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of little insinuations. It's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, and it's like the reason that we care about it is because it seems like it's influencing the culture. It seems like people are becoming more of what we see instead of what it should be or what's right. And that's what I don't agree with the situation. I mean, it seemed good at first. He proposed to her when she was in jail, all this shit, held her down supposedly. I didn't know any of the other shit that was going on. And then later on, they get this battle company shit together and shit, and then all of a sudden it starts falling apart. They was like the last hope.
Yeah.
I was like, relationships ain't
Well,
working
no.
in this motherfucker. They was on a TV show. They looked like they was the best thing. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's why.
If the
I don't-
Cosby Show was real,
And that's why I don't think that you should.
you want that.
You
Why?
should
Why do
look-
we want that? Should
you
we
should-
want that?
You should, but you shouldn't base that off of someone else's relationship because
Right.
we don't know what's going on in their personal life.
They're
Like,
real people
Yeah, like
with real
stuff
problems.
happen, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I
So
think they should
you have
not-
to you have to
should've
see
been
the
kept.
reality of the situation. Everybody go through shit. Every nigga got a baby mama. You feel me? So it's like you're gonna experience what that feels like in that situation, whether you a popular person or you a regular motherfucker that work at fucking Walmart. You know what I mean? You're gonna experience that if you're going through that part of life, and it's gonna affect you differently depending on where you are in life too. Like if you rich, that hits different. Because now you worked hard to get all of this shit, and then this person comes in that you trust, I guess, and then now you gotta figure this shit out now. That makes you like, damn, like I worked hard to get to this point. Should I work hard to get to this point and then entertain love? Or should I work hard to get to this point and just be by myself? Or should I not just work to get to this point at all and just find somebody that's gonna take me broke as fuck? But it's like I try to preach what I think people should be doing in this case. What they're doing is a good talking point because they're a part of the culture. So look at them, and we shouldn't look at them as an image of what we should be. But when we look at them, we be like, damn, let's see if it works. A lot of people are preying on their downfall anyway from the jump, wanting them to fail. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even want them to be a successful relationship, and then they fucking prove you right. So it's like, damn, you held your hope up thinking that shit, somebody real gonna make it, and then they don't. Or they bullshitting for the camera. So, it is what it is, man. I'm just saying, like, their relationship would be better if you would think that the woman would behave the way a woman should behave, or the man would behave the way a man should behave. And if it doesn't happen that way, it's gonna fail. And I don't think they're an example of it working the way it should work if it failed.
Yeah, I don't know. People, that's why you should not look up to these celebrities and, well, I said that already. But they're all petty. They act like big kids. Like now Cameron and Ocho Cinco beefing. Well, they were. I guess it's not beef. They said it's not that serious. But Ocho Cinco just told him a couple years ago, like he tweeted or something. He was like, I love you, Cam. He was like, well, when I get my stuff together or something, I'm coming for your spot. Like, but he wasn't saying it like he said. He took offense to it and started talking junk and cursed him out. Made a like video and was talking junk. Then they talk about him getting a member enhancement. And I don't know why another man is going on a show, because apparently Ocho Cinco went on someone's show and was talking about it. Like, why are you talking about that on TV? We don't need to know that. Why'd you do that anyway? That's dangerous to me. I don't condone that. But why are you telling everybody that you did it too? So now Cameron's like, I don't F with this nigga anyway, because he said this a couple years ago, and he was just going in on him, going off, or whatever. And then he responded back, he was like, I didn't even mean it like that. I was giving you a compliment, or whatever, but if you want to take it there, we can take it there, but I love you. It ain't even to that. Like, whatever. Then Cam apologized, but then he called him anchovies. So he was like, so this wasn't a real apology, because he was like, I apologize if I offended you. He was like, you know, I don't got no issue with you, or whatever. He was like, but Shannon could do the show without you. You anchovies. He was like, you that little motorcycle, you know, that little motorcycle on the side that be attached. He's like,
little
that's
sidekick seat.
Like, I'm like, yo, he is too petty. Like, grow up. And him and Jim still going back and forth. Like, y'all need to stop it. Y'all not about to fight, so cut it out. Y'all messing with my childhood. I like Dipset. Like, I don't like that y'all beefing. Or it ain't even beef, because nothing's happening for real. Like,
I think
y'all
it's all just entertainment at the end of the day,
yeah,
personally.
But please cut it out, because I don't like that this.
I think Cam is funny as fuck though.
He is funny.
Nigga be having me dying.
He
He be
is
talking
funny.
shit.
Because I
about
be
people,
watching
yo.
It Is What It Is, and I don't even watch sports.
I kind of look forward to him flipping out like and saying some wild shit.
But he gotta relax because you.
Nah, that shit entertaining. That's how you get ratings, man. He know what he doing, man. He figured it out. He understand it now, like the Lethal Shooter be saying.
And now Zeke done came out and talked about the situation with Jen and Kim. I don't even know what he said. I didn't
Who?
watch it. Freaky Zeke.
Oh, he said something?
Yeah, he did.
He'll
an
never
interview.
say nothing.
I know. He did an interview.
Nigga like a mind.
Nah, he was like the hype man. He was singing the hook. He would be.
He was like Flavor Flav.
He had some songs too though, but I don't know. That's Cameron's cousin.
I'm not in the Dipset fan club.
I remember when I was like, I don't know how old I was, but Freaky Zeke was locked up at one point,
You was mad.
and I was trying.
You wrote him a letter?
I was trying to. I was at Valerie's house, rest in peace, and she caught me. She was like, well, I was on a computer or whatever, and I was getting ready, and she was like, I didn't say nothing. I was a kid. I wasn't thinking like that. I wasn't gonna say no crazy junk. I was just writing him a letter, like being supportive, like the fans could send. I wasn't gonna.
This grown ass criminal.
Yeah.
Hear this shit, bro.
And then. And then she was like, what are you doing? Or who are you talking to? Or something. I didn't send it yet or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm sending it. I'm sending an email to
To your friend.
No, I said who he was or whatever. I don't think I said Ezekiel. I probably said his actual name. And then she was like, who's that or whatever. And I told her, she was like, you ain't about to send no
Right.
this grown man and he's in prison. You trying to send him a letter? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, and then I think she told mom too. And then she yelled at me too. Yeah, it was dumb, but I was naive. I wasn't thinking of it in that way, and I wasn't about to say no crazy junk. I just was a fan, like just if you write a fan letter to whatever. But yeah, that was crazy. Why you
Yo, that's like, that just remind me. I know you got them letters. I wrote them, man. I put my address on them perfect.
And I ain't never even sent no
Get
fan
the
letter,
fuck
so that
outta here.
was crazy. There was like an
Oh.
advertisement or something like that they put up. They were like, so tell him keep his head up or something. Like they was trying to tell people to like be support. I remember she got me Joel Santana with The Games But Missing, the special edition. It had the DVD, the 2 discs, the DVD set, and it had a pop out when you open up the when you open it, Joel's pop out like it's like a.
Yo, wanna hear some crazy shit? I'm gonna show you a video. Alright.
Let me see the video.
First. You see it?
She crying?
Yeah, cause look, she was a flight attendant. She finally finished the probational period,
Oh yeah.
and then she started twerking. She's straight, right? She looks.
She doing that song. I know you like it when it gets up.
Call
And
herself
people
twerking.
Yeah.
Type shit.
She got fired.
No, it's a TikTok.
She got fired for that.
Yeah. She
What do you
called
think?
herself
Do you think she deserved it?
Yeah, because you know you're not supposed to be doing that. If you read the stuff that you signed when
She
you
fired,
got that
so I ain't
job.
gonna really black out on her, but I got something to say about this.
Well, you don't have to black out. I don't care.
I ain't
That's
gonna
her
black
stuff.
out.
She the one that don't got a job now, but
Nah,
that's what
but
she did because
But
Why would
like
you do that?
she playing the sympathy card, so that's why I'm like
Sympathy about what? You sign documents.
she crying
Mostly
and
any
she
job.
like oh yeah.
Mostly
She
any
violated the social media policy.
accountability.
That's what she got
What's
fired
she
for.
saying?
That's the problem.
Facts.
You need to take
Facts.
accountability. And she probably didn't even read the stuff.
So I
or whatever
go hard on her.
that she signed, because most
You
people
gonna
don't
you
read
gonna go
stuff.
hard on her? How you feel about it? What you think? You think she got what she deserved? You think
Well, I
you
think.
think she deserved a second chance?
Well, I think is that. You know what I mean, what your sister said that. You know what I mean, when you assign to do a job, you gotta do it to the job description. That's simple. And plus, I feel as though everything that we think and talk with basically is influenced heavily by the Europeans. So her actions, her Diddy dancing and stuff, she thinking it's okay because the Europeans got our whole society thinking it's okay to just shake your ass and not be judged and shit. But then these businesses don't play that because you make their business look bad. They don't want no
Sex
That's
sells.
sex sells for her individually, but that business is not trying to have a sex sell type of business.
Right.
She got a uniform on doing that. Nope.
Mm-hmm. She giving their company a bad name.
Yeah,
But why
not
does sex
only that.
sell?
They probably, represent professionalism, and now women coming up there with their husband, and they probably feel intimidated when they see her up there now, especially, oh, that's the flight attendant that twerks.
If she gonna do that, then she shouldn't have had her uniform on. She had a uniform on too, you could see.
She should have just had
But she shouldn't have did it.
3-piece.
Cause you ain't supposed to be. That's inappropriate for
It is.
work. That outfit looked inappropriate for work. That skirt. looked
I
short.
mean, it's covering everything.
Mm.
It is. She just look good. It's covering everything. Look,
It's
everything
short.
covered.
It's above her, way above the knee.
It is above her knee, but she got low knees.
No, that's inappropriate. That's like a club length
She got low
outfit.
She'll
Like
fucking about. She'll have some.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I don't think that's appropriate
a
for
Mile
work.
High
That's-
Club.
It might need to be a little longer for work. That's not
She ain't ready for work.
because when she bent over,
She
it
been working
called-
there for
you
a
know,
minute.
see,
She been working there for
She was there for 6
I-
months.
nigga,
She
I
was
be-
celebrating.
I'll be on that flight. I'll be like, excuse me.
She
Yeah,
was
yourself.
celebrating her
Flight attendant.
her probation period was over. It was 6 months.
It's sad.
She's sad because
But it's not.
why you get up there and do that?
Yeah,
now this a
man.
lesson for you.
Have a heart.
She probably gonna make a GoFundMe page or something.
Yup, she is.
Gonna give
She
her
is.
some money.
Just like the Ninja Turtle. Don't bring him up here. I call him a Ninja Turtle. You gonna try him?
The Pied Piper.
I'm gonna have to have my little metal magnet and be like, listen, man, I'm not trying to fight.
I know. Keep you ready.
I got my metal magnet, nigga. I'm like, yo, I just gotta get my shit. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
But that guy,
I'm just gonna get a
He
cheap
was
one.
like-
I said I want to get what I want to get, but I'm gonna get something cheap.
he was like, I ain't gonna lie, he got me, you know.
Probably say the
He
same.
did. He was leaking, but but you want to come in there and fight everybody. You met your match this time. He wanted to fight him again. He was like, nah, nigga, chill. Like he was like, we already fought twice, and then he went outside and was crying. He was like, cause I'm a gangster or whatever.
Who said that?
Pied Piper.
Oh,
I mean, well, Steve
Aaron?
called him that, yeah. The
Listen,
plumber guy.
you need to relax, man. You
He'd
doing
be like, you
you
know,
doing way
in a
too
real
much,
way.
man. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look for the black man. The black man's spirit is supposed to be strong, man. You're not supposed to be just fighting everybody, man. We have a disagreement. We're
He
men.
only
We can
did
talk
that
about our
on that
differences.
show because that's what they
But
do.
yeah,
on
you're
them
making a
shows.
name for yourself. You're making a name for yourself that you're uncivilized. Nobody will want to be around. You know what I mean? Like,
And they already look
Mhm.
at us like that or whatever, and you're just proving I'm right by acting like that. And then you
he ain't
not
gonna be
even-
able to go on Pierce. What's that nigga name?
Piers
Piers
Morgan.
Morgan.
And
with that
then
bullshit.
and then the fact that it's
Wait,
not even
Cameron was
real.
up there.
And then
Talking mad shit, yeah.
I know.
He was talking crazy.
You said? Oh, no,
I
he was
see
going.
that.
The one
He
that
was like,
drank
you
the
mad, you mad. So he kept doing He
You
was
mad,
mad.
doggy.
Harrisburg got red.
Yo. Cam funny though. Yo, he get a chance to get out there and do wild shit. He do it, yo. I love it.
Him and Dame Dash was up there.
I remember when he was on CNN. Remember that time he was on CNN?
He was
Yeah.
like, "You mad, doggy?" Ah.
To that lady, he was like, yo, I'm about to go get me a pink horsepower.
Oh yeah, he drank it.
Yo, yeah, he drunk that shit on the shit. Yo, that shit was like low key a promo, yo, on CNN.
He was like pink horsepower.
Cam is he got a medal for that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, he be doing too much though.
nah, Cam
But-
is
No, but that's his
Cam is
personality.
the number one
That's his
asshole.
real,
It's him and 50 Cent.
that's
Right now,
his
it's him
real-
and 50.
Yeah, but that's his real personality. This plumber guy or whatever, he just went on that show and doing that because that's what they be doing on them shows.
I don't
They
know.
always
I don't
be
know. I
fighting.
don't know about y'all. I can't figure him out. Like I don't know because he was on a more intellectual show. He was on MTR, and I watched him up there, and he seemed like he was more down to earth. And then now I see him in this light, and he's just so aggressive. He wants to
Because that's what I'm
attack
saying.
everybody.
That's
Everybody's
what they be
attacking
doing.
him.
That's what they be doing on those shows, like on Zeus Network, like all them shows is ratchet. Like they basically be fighting for cause there's no reason for you to be fighting these people. You don't even know them. There's no real beef. You just fighting them cause he said he was lying. He was like, so you calling me a liar? He was like, all right, come on, let's go. Cause he said, yeah. He's like, all right, come on. Then he said, like,
It's
cause
crazy shit. Bro.
cause he said them girls. He brought them girls to the room, trying to tell on the guy or whatever. But it's like. Why do you care? Y'all both on the show. That show fake anyway. Ain't nobody really
Well, another thing, like,
trying to.
why
she
you
ain't really looking
why
for
you,
nobody from them
why you dry snitching?
because he was trying to get him kicked off and he was mad because
You corny.
she still gave him a chain and he's still there now. Like
Dry snitching.
he was like, you know.
Don't
and
be
I see him
what you
in
call it? Don't be dirty macking.
Yeah, he was like, you know, and
They all be dirty macking on those shows.
It's a competition.
Even on Could Have Been Love. You ever seen that?
No.
Yo, Could Have Been Love. She don't like it.
I didn't watch
That
it
shit
because
funny as
that's
hell.
goofy.
You know who Drewski is?
Yeah.
Drewski got like a little like you remember like Flavor of Love?
Yeah.
Drewski got like a little Flavor of Love type of shit.
Cash Money Records or Score.
Yeah, could have been
Coulda Been
records. Yeah. So he got that little shit, and he be having chicks up there. He got a dwarf girl up there. Her name Nugget. That's her nickname.
Yeah, we had mad people up there.
He got a whole bunch of dykes up there. Yo, it's crazy. Can we say that? We can't say that, right? Sorry.
Trump
Lesbians.
president, we got more. Yeah, we can say mad stuff now.
I don't even think
I don't know.
we could say
YouTube
that.
got different rules. Like you can't say mad stuff.
I don't watch that show. Drewski silly.
It's funny as hell. It's the 4th episode. They got Dr. Umar up there. I want to get Dr. Umar.
I know.
I really want to have a sit down with him and have a conversation.
He passed away, right?
What? What you
Oh, you said
talking
Dr.
about?
Umar. You said Dr. Sebi. My bad.
No, bro, yo.
Take that back. Take that back.
Rest in peace, Dr. Say.
I know. Don't be
Beast.
taking people away.
But nah, man, Umar, man.
He cool. I just want to know what happened to the school.
Yo, don't come at his school, guys.
He's still working.
He showed the
What
school.
What school?
He showed the pictures of it. It's in Philly.
So he got a
He
school?
showed-
But he
pictures of
still
it.
gotta get
Yeah,
everything
you
in
wanna see
order
it?
for it to
You wanna see
open.
it?
They ain't not giving it to him. The government. Not
You
gonna
want to see
provide
it?
for him.
Hold up.
You gotta get
I'm
that
gonna look
from
it up,
the
you
people.
know. Nah, but he do got a school. But yeah, they had Young and May up there the other day.
Jordan Peterson got a school too. I'm trying to
Philadelphia College of Osteopathic
Sclerosis.
Medicine.
Osteopathic medicine.
Umar Johnson Education. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Home Academy. Here we go. It's online. He got it online now. Look at this. Education is the goal. Thanks. Donated $1,000 from Lisa Nicholas. You can make a donation today.
Oh yeah, he said they take a
You're
donation.
taking contributions.
And what's the name of the school?
It's called. Why you laughing? Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
That is too much.
It is a long name.
Frederick Douglass Marcus
You
Garvey
got
Academy.
Reggie Douglas. Look at the little kid with the tooth missing. This is real. This is real stuff.
That's
This is
great.
history. It's history. I like that. I like that this is a beginning to something.
You said
What
little kid.
what do we have? What do we have as people? Honestly, what do we have?
We don't. They
I
got it
I
all.
I subscribe to.
And they just give us.
I
the
subscribe to a
scraps.
bank, to a black bank. It's the largest black bank in America, and I owe them some money.
Already, man. Black
Yeah.
people.
Well, I'm gonna fix it as soon as I get my bread up in my other accounts.
It's like,
I'm gonna get it right.
yeah.
It's a smaller amount. It's not a lot. But shit, I don't know. Like, I felt like I was doing something because the card is kind of cool. Like, I got a really nice card and shit. You could like personalize it. You know, like that shit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like this African kid, and it's like Africa in the background. It's like it's dope.
God bless.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It says Ontario Premier Doug Ford just canceled Elon Musk's Starlink contract and banned all U.S. companies from government contract in response to Trump's economic war with Canada.
What?
What is Starlink? The chip?
I don't know. Look that up. Starlink.
No, that's not what it's called. It died. It wasn't ever even charging. My phone was on 1% every time.
My phone.
Yeah.
Yo, rest in peace to Gene Hackman and his wife. I don't know his wife's name. I'm sorry. Let me look it up.
Gene Hackman. They both? What? What
They
happened?
both died, and the dog died.
What?
Yeah, it
It
must
was a
have.
car accident or some shit.
It must. Nah, it was some crazy joint. It was in a house. Hold up, I'm about to look it up.
What did I say? Starlink. That's the Neuralink. Brand.
Alright, it was in USA Today 14 hours ago. Gene Hackman and wife Bessie Arakawa deaths could have died in similar time frame. It says Ian in USA Today. Let me pull it up. Should be popping up in the gallery. Oh gosh. Shit, it's on there. What the fuck? Alright. Investigations of death and actor and his wife Bessie continued Thursday over a week after their bodies were discovered in New Mexico estate shared by a couple. Officials at Santa Fe Sheriff Department, so they died in Mexico, declined to share an update Wednesday, but did announce a joint press conference with the state's medical investigative Department of Health offices set to take place Friday. Hackman were discovered dead on February 26th alongside one of their dogs. Now, Hollywood poured out with messages of mourning for the legendary actor. Troubled details began to emerge surrounding death. So they found her. They found, was found in an open bathroom near a space heater with open prescription bottle and pills scattered on nearby countertop. That's how they found her. Hackman may have died more than a week before he was found, the sheriff's office reported. So it's kind of weird. It's still being examined, but it's kind of weird. And the dog died, bro. So it's like in Mexico. What do y'all think about that? Like that's like weird. This just happened like yesterday or some shit.
What happened to him? You said they found her with pills.
It didn't explain when he died, but they say he had been dead for a minute. But they found them both in the house. They found her in the bathroom. They found him in the house, but he had maybe been
And
dead.
the dog was dead
And
too?
the dog was dead.
The dog took pills?
Nah, I don't know how the dog died.
No, I'm saying that they don't, cause how they?
I'm like, I didn't read like the
They-
whole thing. I just read
somebody
like, that
did
part.
something to them.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it sounds like. They don't have enough information. Then they just talk about how much they were a great couple, and I don't know.
That's crazy.
He's an actor in Mexico. Like, what could it have been?
The cartel.
You think so?
Yeah.
And they made it look like an accident. Just scattered some pills on the floor,
Yeah, cause it looked like
strangled her
a
or
setup.
something. Yeah. And the dog, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, cause why would a dog be? And if they did
Let the
that, they
dog
would
free or
give
some
something
shit.
to the dog
You know what I mean?
too.
Like-
They wouldn't have did that. I don't think it to themselves and gave
This
something
is
to the
crazy.
dog. It was their dog. Oh, Starlink is
I don't know
internet.
how to feel about that. I'm not saying like, you know, rest in peace and all that, but I'm just saying like it's a big story, but it's really like is it a big story?
Starlink is internet. It's like an internet service provider.
Gene Hackman. Let's take a second. What are some of
It's
what are some of
portable
his
to bring
movies?
it around with you and get.
some of Gene Hackman's
connection.
movies that we can think about?
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
How
right?
old was he?
Gene Hackman, how old was he? Let me see.
What? What's the matter? What happened?
Oh, Quick and the Dead was dope. How old was he?
What? What? What's up?
Gene Hackman's age. He wasn't 94.
He was?
No. He couldn't have been
That's what it said.
No.
Remember
He was
MySpace?
born in 1930. What?
He's old, so how you gonna say argue with
1930? He was 95. Holy crap. He was 95.
Remember MySpace?
Mm-hmm.
And you would decorate your page and put music up there.
You remember a
The
kid became a
background.
millionaire off of making little backgrounds off of that shit? You ever heard that story?
He
He was 14, yo.
when you paste the link, the emd code or whatever.
Yeah. He did like backgrounds and shit.
And people have music pages, and then you go, or you could put music on your page, so when you go to their page, a song play, or you might
MySpace
have a
corny
playlist.
now.
Yeah, because all this other stuff doesn't come out. Is that even still around?
Yeah, it's around. It's just not what it used to be.
And Black Planet?
Black Planet, I don't know what the fuck Black Planet is. Black Planet probably a corn site. MySpace. Look, it's still a thing.
It is. People be.
You gotta sign up. Let me see if I can sign in.
You gonna make an account? It's nostalgia and make a page just to put pictures up there. I used to feel like I was doing something. I'm like, I'm a creator. I'm an architect. Look at me putting making these
You need a-
backgrounds
You need an app
like I
that
made
connect.
it or something.
You need an app that connect to Facebook to get on it.
I don't
MySpace.
even have Facebook.
MySpace is no more.
It's gone.
I don't know. You could get up there, but it's not worth it.
You good, okay?
Huh?
You good, MySpace? I
Yeah,
never knew that.
it's still a thing. Look, MySpace. It's got 3 people. That's the icon.
You know, they be having movies, and it'll be a search engine, and it'll be like, it'll be Google. It'll say something else, but it'll like Google or something like. They don't, because they can't put it, so they put another name. Or maybe that is a real search engine. I don't know. It would be like different ones.
Mark Zuckerberg gonna fuck with me, for real.
That's who made MySpace?
Yeah. No, he made, Tom made,
MySpace.
MySpace.
And Mark Zuckerberg
Tom was
made
everybody's
Facebook.
friend on this shit.
Yeah, he add himself
Yeah.
when you come up there.
Nigga knows it.
He looked like a creeper.
Oh, I'm back up here. I was like, yo, wondering.
How do you do, like, so you have to write a proposal for like, who do you connect with to make like a social media platform? Like, and then you probably gotta get investors and stuff. You gotta have an idea. You gotta pitch.
Yeah.
Not just a website, like a.
But that's how you do it. It's a website. Basically, it's a blog or whatever you want to call it. People that's within that community are able to engage from that site. That's all it is. You just build your site.
Yeah, but you gotta go live, and it gotta be.
Yeah, you
promoted
can set
and
it
stuff
up.
so
That's
people
all.
can-
That's all
So
in
you
the
have to
coding.
connect with other people.
That's
to
all
do
in the
that.
coding. It's all coding. All that is what's put into the site for
Yeah,
you to be
that's
able
why
to
it
do
be
that.
other people. Cause who's coding it? You
AI.
wouldn't code it.
AI codes it. AI codes it. You could pay a person to do it, but AI codes it. You just gotta know where to put it at in the website. You gotta get certain type of plugins. You might have to put some money up front to have the website built, because you have to have hosting on the site, and you'll have to have certain plugins that's like engines that run for the applications that they click on the website. So like all the little links that you got, like the little bubbles with the people on it and shit like that, you can set up your website to be just like that. You just have to build your community. So you have to find a way to engage your community, kind of like what they did with Pi. You have to figure out a way to engage your community. And a lot of what Pi did was they started out again with people with phones. So on Clubhouse, people was linking with people through their phone and getting on Pi through that way.
You be on Clubhouse still?
I was thinking about that the other day. I ain't been up there like, I don't want to say a year, but months. Clubhouse used to be lit though.
It always when it first come out, and then the novelty wears
Right.
off.
Cause they got spaces now, so everybody talk about spaces. So spaces is like the Twitter version of Clubhouse. So Twitter like stole the idea and shit.
They had Beagle too, which was like for Android. Cause I think you only could download that on iPhone Clubhouse. Then they had Beagle, basically the same thing, but it was for Android. And then now you said they got something on Twitter. Remember they had Voxer?
Foxer.
Vox.
Oh yeah, you talking to that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that type of shit.
Cause I be sending voice notes now. Oh yeah, you don't
Chirp
like
and
voice
shit.
notes.
Nope.
Yeah, where you at? I had a phone like that too. Well, no, I don't think I had a chirp, but it was a boost, and it would be free after 9. Yeah, I remember.
Telling your age, man.
I know I'm
Yo.
old.
I remember, well, I don't remember, but guess what? We celebrate this year Super Mario Brothers.
Woo! I
Super
got
Mario
Sonic
Brothers.
on my phone.
40 years.
How old is Sonic?
I don't know. Let me see.
I got it on my phone. I be playing. It's just a race game.
Sonic
Why is it saying that yellow?
birthday.
What does that mean?
June 23rd. Huh?
Why is it saying that?
What? The charger? I don't know. It's charging. Maybe it was it dead?
Yeah, but why it never put this? That symbol means something. Like
It's charging, but then it showed an error. I don't know. The triangle was an error.
Yeah, or why?
It's charging though.
Now it is, but before it was just on 1%. I don't know how it even stayed on as long as it did. It's people saying, I've seen stories about people saying that they've gone under, they were in the water somewhere on vacation or whatever, and then they open their eyes underwater and they see a mermaid or a siren, like, and they said they took them through there. They told her, we need you to do a mission, or we need you to do something for us. You've been chosen, and you can have whatever you want. And they told her to bring people to them, like, and then they'll have whatever they want. Like, so that she's get them out on a date, bring them to the beach or something, and then they do something, put them in a trance, and then they just walk into the water. And they take them, and then she said she got everything she want. She got in shape, she got everything, all the money, whatever. But that she felt bad, but she was happy because do you believe that?
Mm-mm. I heard that story though about the siren, whatever. I mean, it could have
Well,
been.
it's not a story like different people said.
I'm
different
saying,
stuff.
but it could be people be getting high and shit, and they be seeing shit. So it could be all types of shit. Like, I'm not saying
You
that it's
believe
not.
it's aliens, so why?
Nah,
don't
I'm
you-
not saying that it's not
That's
true.
what they said. The aliens is really down there. It do be some weird looking
Might be.
creatures and stuff in
It might
the
be.
water, in the
And
world.
then it be in certain
general.
parts of the world too. So
Yeah.
it's possible. And in the Mariana Trench, is that what it is? The trench. Yeah. What's that shit? What's that shit? The trench, the Mariana Trench. Is that what it's called? Or?
It's called it's the triangle right by Florida. You're talking about the triangle shit.
Nah, the trench. The damn, what the hell is it? That's where they said the megalodon is. The
The dinosaur?
It's called it's right there. It's the
Oh
triangle.
no, the shark. You mean, Meg?
Yeah, that's what it is. The Mariana Trench. It's a
Florida.
oceanic trench located in
The
the
triangle,
western
the Bermuda
Pacific
Triangle. That's
Ocean.
where the Bermuda Triangle is.
It's over there too.
That's where the Bermuda. That's what it is. The
And
Bermuda
they said
Triangle.
people get lost over there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. That's what it was really at. There's many things about that too. I did my research, but you don't want to hear the science. You know how you do.
Yeah, because you're gonna go too deep. You're gonna go. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go. Go ahead. Talk your shit. Cause I'm looking at the trench right now. Why you pushing?
The Bermuda Triangle.
Okay.
And well, that's where it's located. And it said that there is a ship or something that's still down there. But there's it's not. It's like that's where that's like where the opening of the Earth is. 'Cause most of life came from Earth. Most of all life came from the Earth core. All the organisms from the Earth came from the Earth core, and it came through the ocean. You know, like we came from the ocean basically, before we were this form of humanoid. And basically in the Mariana Trench, it's like the deepest part that enters into like the core or whatever. They say there's mad things down there, like they said there's a whatchamacallit down there, a pyramid. They said there's a pyramid down there. They said there's a pyramid at the Bermuda Triangle, at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle. And it makes sense too, because pyramids are known to be for the powers of what they were used when they were on land. But yeah, Bermuda Triangle. Look it up. They'll tell you that there's a pyramid down there.
All right, let's see. Pyramid under the Bermuda Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
They said people get lost over there and where stuff happened. It was a movie about that.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was just thinking about that.
It was good.
The idea of the crystal pyramid under the Bermuda Triangle is a hoax. That circulates on the dubious websites. Explanation: Dr. Meyer Verlag, a supposed scientist who discovered the pyramids, is not a real person. The reports about the pyramids is a hoax that resurfaces every few years. Other theories about the Bermuda Triangle: the Bermuda Islands were formed by volcanic activity. Bermuda Triangle's mysterious disappearances are due to weather patterns, navigational challenges, mechanical failures, and equipment malfunctions. The Bermuda Triangle is home to many theories about mysterious disappearances, including the disappearance of ships and airplanes.
They gotta say
Additional
something.
information:
I
the
heard
wreckage
no
of many
science about
ships and airplanes that have been reported missing in the Bermuda Triangle has not been recovered.
I mean, I did hear some
It's
science, but that was
not
science.
known whether disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle have been caused by human error or weather phenomena. The Bermuda Triangle is known for its mysterious disappearances.
Well, don't you know that the Earth have a few portals though, like the North Pole and the South Pole?
So he disappeared into the portal.
So they say like how Terrence Howard break it down is that because he recreated the planet Saturn off his model. He created the planet Saturn off his model. Terrence Howard. So basically, how planets are formed is, the sun ejects. The sun is called a coronal mass ejection. So the sun ejects plasma, tons and tons of it every second. That plasma, which is neurons, neurons, and all of that, like that's all of the beginning stages of life. Everything in that plasma, the beginning stages of life. That plasma then gets to a distance and it starts to coalesce together. All that plasma starts to coalesce together. It flies in space. That plasma flies around in space because it's attracted to electricity and stuff. A lot of times when there's spaceships over there going in space, you'll see a lot of plasma drive through their microscopes. You can see a lot of plasma flying, and they sometimes be getting confused with meteor or with aliens and stuff, but it's really just plasma. But the plasma is what forms the planet. So when the planet after all of that the Earth core come into existence, it comes like this. So it's like everything comes up, goes up, and everything goes down. But it's like this. It's like this. So you know how like two water holes is pushing at each other? Like you know how I got two water holes like this, and then the water comes out and then it starts to hit each other. It looked like it's attracting each other, but it's really like the water is like pushing against each other.
Mhm.
And then that's what happened with the Earth. So like basically you got those two portals, and then basically when the energy is coming in that way, the energy is coming this way, and then it hits each other, and then it goes out to the centers now. And they saying like basically that's one of those portals, some shit like that. But that's just all theory though. That part right there is theory. That hasn't been me looking it up or nothing. That's just some shit that Terrence Howard said based on his model. He remade the planet Saturn. He said he shows that gravity isn't real. Gravity is really just an effect of magnetism. You know how magnetism shows that how everything contracts, basically everything connects, but then also everything repels too. When magnetism also repels against each other.
So
You know
we
what I'm
have a
saying?
magnet in us that pulls us down.
The Earth the Earth is centrifugaly spinning. So the Earth core is the magnet. That's like basically the magnet. You know what I mean? The magnet core or whatever. That's like the sun. You know what I mean? The Earth core. And that is the pressure. It's like that's the pressure right there. Everything from that is being pushed down right there. But then the Earth core and the Earth atmosphere also has a pressure. Like, you know what I mean? When those satellites try to go into space and then be getting blocked through the, they call it the dome or whatever. That's just all of these different pressures. The magnetism of the Earth, because of the magnetism of the Earth that's keeping everything pushed down, because the Earth is spinning this way, like the inside of the Earth is spinning this way, and then the other outside of the Earth is spinning that way, and then the outside of the Earth is spinning that way. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just called centripetal spin, something like that, and that's basically what's keeping, and then also in the atmosphere too. That's what's keeping like things from basically escaping into out of our atmosphere. And that's also the same thing that's blocking the coronal mass ejection that's being ejected from the sun from really hitting our Earth. You know what I mean? Our Earth atmosphere, due to the Earth core, the magnetism that's basically blocking the Earth, is preventing a lot of the sun rays and the sun plasma from actually hitting it. But at the same time, it's also the Earth is eating the Earth. The Earth is eating the plasma through the North Pole and the South Pole. Because those are like portals that's coming in. The Earth is eating. The Earth is continuously eating. It's coming down. It's going down, and it's also coming up. You know what I mean? It's like a tornado. It's a centripetal spin. It's like this way. Because electricity goes southeast. It goes northwest. So when it goes to when electricity is expanding, when it's dispersing, it go northwest. You know what I mean? It could go northwest like this. It go like this. And then when energy is coming to the strongest point, it goes southeast. Like that. You know what I mean? And basically that's how all of the energy in the Earth is being, that's how all of that magnetism is being. So they're saying basically that's one of those portals, but because they basically, you know, the Earth, the moon came from the Earth. You know what I mean? The moon, the planets create their own moons. You know what I'm saying? Like Saturn got that red spot up there. That red spot on Saturn is about to be ejected and it's about to become a moon. Yeah. But actually, Terrence Howard, man. Terrence Howard's the truth. Terrence Howard's the truth. He's the God, the Almighty God. Terrence Howard.
That shit do look like a portal. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah,
I'm
facts.
looking at the picture right now on Google.
They probably do have portals.
Shit look crazy. But what you saying, like, it's crazy. As crazy as it sounds, it kind of do make sense because the Alaska is at the bottom. How is that part at the bottom of the circle? And this part is at the top of the circle. So it's gotta be like something sucking it together. It's a mind fuck. I don't really.
Why don't you put this up there? I want to mind fuck you real quick. I want to go back if you don't mind. Pause. No diddy. Pause. So if you go back, right? So if you put this on Google, since the sun since the Earth is 93 million miles away from the sun,
That's a long
watch.
search.
It's going to tell you 9.8 trillion years that the Earth, the real true age of the Earth. And the real true age of Mars is 14 trillion years or 15 trillion years. That means the universe is way older than some 14.8 billion years, they say, or 14.2 or 13.8. The universe is.
Okay.
So you got that. So what else? So if the sun is 93, if the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth, and the Earth is drifting away from the sun at 0.6 inches per year, and the Earth is drifting
6
away
inches a year.
at 0.6 inches per year. Yep. You put it there.
And what? Wait. Hold on. Say that again. And the Earth.
Put a comment before it. And
That is too
And
long.
since
Doing-
and since the Earth is drifting away from the sun, at 0.06 inches per year,
At what?
from the sun at 0.6 inches per year. No, you gotta put 0.6 inches per year. If you rewind time back 93 million miles, how many years will it take for the Earth to get back to the sun?
If you rewind the Earth back
No.
93 miles.
If you rewind time back 93 million miles,
What?
yep, 93 million miles. I'm very smart, baby. Cousin, forgot you, cousin. 93 million miles. If you rewind time back 93 million miles, wait, what's your hand? I can't even see it. Your left hand. So if the Earth is drifting away from the sun at 0.6 inches per year, if you rewind time back 93 million miles, how old? I mean, if you rewind 93 million miles, how old is the Earth? I mean, how many years will it take for the Earth to get back to the sun? Yep. How many years would it take for the Earth to get back to the sun? How long would it take for the Earth to get back to the sun? It's going to say 9.8 trillion years. I did the math. Dude, thanks to Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is the almighty. How many years would it take for the Earth to get back to the sun?
Say baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus. Terrence Howard, baby Jesus. All praises to the Most High. I don't do that. I don't be giving nobody no 90.
I think that's a stretch.
Press more. $9.8 trillion years. Well, it's really 9. It's some things, but that's how old the Earth is. That's how old the Earth is. The Earth is 9.8 trillion years old. So, y'all never heard of two planets colliding with each other? That's not that. You've never seen that in any other.
Oh, so you're saying it's gonna happen?
Every planet is drifting away from its primary at 0.6 inches per year. Every planet. The sun is not the only thing that has planets. Our sun. That's just the name of our star, our primary. Every primary in the universe, planet is drifting away from it at 0.6 inches per year. That is the speed of the universe. That's how fast. That's how the universe is drifting. Now, the universe don't just keep going, expanding. No, it dissipates. It started off as a hot ball. I mean, it started off as energy, then it turned to a hot ball, and then it keeps getting further and further. Then it turned to a gas again, and then once it turned to a gas, then it dissipates, and then it comes right back to the Earth. I mean, to the sun or something, or to one of those stars. As one of those stars eat it, and then that star then birth out another planet through it. It's just everything just keep. We've been here before. But it's not at this table. Right now, we're living in a European understanding of the universe. And what's going on is that the Europeans came out of the caves 6,000 years ago. And when they came out the caves, their understanding of and their interpretation of everything was off. They went and learned from the Africans and the indigenous people of the lands. But you have to understand, how were they learning? What were their knowledge of learning? Did you ever do the research on animals or life forms that their lifestyle when they're in the environment living in caves? What animals live in caves? Bats, all of those blood suckers and stuff. Feel me? White people, you were trapped in those caves and they were having children. There was lack of food, lack of all of that. So they had the reason that they're so con and they think everything, the reason they're so con is because they used to eat each other. Cannibalism. Because there's no food and stuff. They used to have a whole bunch of children, and the top people had to figure out, which one we gonna eat, because we gotta feed everybody. It's not gonna be enough food to last us. They used to have to eat each other. They came up from it's not like they are us. It's just that they got trapped in that area, and then they had to survive in that area, and it turned them into animals. Now that's why they eat meat and stuff. While we were up here, we were eating grass and stuff. You know what I mean? Not grass, but we eating all of the vegetables and stuff. That's what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? So and then you gotta understand, when they came out the caves, their interpretation of existence started with the Big Bang. You know what I'm saying? And I forget exactly how they came up with that interpretation, but that shows that their interpretation is that everything started with destruction. They believe in death. They don't believe in spirituality. They believe in, that's why they said no squares in our circle. They believe in squares and triangles and shit, which those are true shapes. But those are not the universal. That's not universal energy. That's not how energy flows. There's no such thing as a straight line. There's no such thing as a straight line, a pure straight line. Energy don't flow in no straight line. Energy flows left to right. Energy flows like this, like waves. You know what I mean? That's how energy flows. Energy don't flow no straight line. Now, I mean, we are spiritual beings. We understand things consciously through our. You know what I mean? But like back in our time, we were just too spiritual, because when you're too spiritual is way more stronger than matter. Spiritual, you could be able to use. I could be able to do some shit like this, boom, boom, like some like Dragon Ball Z shit. That's what the spiritual guys had at those time, like, because they learned the spiritualities, so they learned that shit, and they became so thorough with it that they started having god wars and shit. That's when they started being able to create these technologies. That's what we're back on right now. Terrence Howard has figured it out. He got this shit called a linchpin. He has this drone called the linchpin. It's a drone that flies up just like how the alien ships do in all of the movies. He has created a patent called the propulsion patent. He created it as a gun though, because he didn't want nobody to be able to use it as a gun. But basically water in a bottle. And all thing you had to do is put electricity in it. Don't y'all know that water did not compress at all? Heat up water, put the water into a metal container. Heat it up as much as you want to 1 billion degrees. You know, water would never, it would turn to plasma at that time. Water would then turn to plasma. And don't you know once you put a little bit of electricity, that's like 1 volt electricity, 2 volts electricity into that plasma, like a little plasma, it shoots like a thunderbolt. What I did is I put that in the AI because I was like, yo, I'm like, is Terrence Howard, if this nigga, that's how I call him Baby Jesus, because when I put that in AI, that shit is true. The plasma, and then you put the electricity, that shit is thunder in a bottle. Thunder. So he has the patent of that, but he wants to use it to be able to travel. Because what our technology right now with the rockets and stuff, you can't go to Mars, and you can't go to Venus and Mercury. You can't.
Well,
It's too much pressure. You would die. Our
fucking-
body would.
the Caprini satellite did go to Mars, but look,
The satellite couldn't. No, it's my humans.
no, not human. Yeah, you're right. But the satellite went there. But even for the satellite to get there, they had to use fucking plutonium and shit to get there. So you gotta use like really harmful fucking shit.
But that's what I'm saying. So
because
you could use.
that'll blow up too once it get to a certain if it's not.
It did destroy as it was going into
The
Saturn.
temperature is so hot. There's not a lot of things that can withstand that.
If you have water in a combustible bottle, heat it up until the water turn into plasma. If you add 1 through 1,000 volts into a drop of plasma from the bottle, is it correct to say that it will shoot out like lightning? Yes. So I gotta put that in and Ask AI. I got the actual app, Ask AI, powered by GPT 4.0 and all of that. If you have water in a non-combustible bottle, heat the water until it turns into plasma. If you then add anywhere between 1 volt to 1,000 volts. I spell is Vox or VATT.
That's a watt.
I say volts.
VOLT.
That's why I did. It changed it to Vox. It was between 1 volt and 1,000 volts. Will it then be able to eject the plasma out in the form of thunder, lightning? Explain this proportion. To clarify, water water itself cannot be transformed into plasma simply by heating it, as plasma is a state of matter that typically requires extremely extremely high temperatures or electrical energy to ionize gases. When water is heated, it can turn into steam, a gas, but not directly into plasma, of course. I already know that. But if we think about the concept of plasma in the context of water, you will first need to ionize the gas formed by boiling the water, which requires significant energy. All right, this shit gonna go to too much. So, in summary, while the concept of ejected plasma using electric fields is theoretically feasible, as seen in plasma thrusters or electric propulsion systems, the practical implications of using water in a non-combustible bottle to create and eject plasma in a controlled manner would face significant scientific and engineering challenges.
So you can't do
No,
that.
Terrence Howard though. Terrence Howard did it. Terrence Howard have the patent where, yeah, well anyway. Yeah.
You gotta argue with the AI, man.
No, it's just I was about to, you gotta basically clarify it. You gotta always corner the AI. Through the AI,
I seen what Terrence Howard said. I mean, that's a phenomenal theory.
It's you gotta understand it's facts. Some things is just he already proven the scientists that came up there. That even the scientists said, "Yo, damn, you're right." It's just what's happening is that Terrence Howard is a millionaire.
You said what's happening to Terrence Howard?
He's a billionaire. He's the richest guy on earth.
What does that mean?
Terrence Howard patent ARVR is going to show you Terrence Howard patent. Google patents. Google patents.
What's something that you remember
Right here.
that, what's a memory that makes you happy every time you think about it?
Memory that makes me happy. That's a tough one.
Or it makes you smile or laugh every time you think about it? Or a time.
When I was at grandma's house by myself, and I'll wake up and she'll have like breakfast downstairs, and I'll smell it, and she'll call me on the phone because she had a phone downstairs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it was a phone in her room, and she'll call me on the phone, and then I made some eggs. You want some cheese in these eggs? I'll be like, yeah. I'll come down and wash your face and hands.
And some home fries.
Maybe some home fries, and some sausages,
Yeah.
and some pancakes or some French toast. Most of the time French toast, cause I told her I like French toast. And it would be a lot. And then she'll be like, you want some more? And then she'll make some more.
Yeah, she definitely did.
And then I just go upstairs and then I'll just watch cartoons all day.
Move the camera that way.
Hmm?
Move the camera. So yo, you gotta put the camera lower. You gotta do that going forward. Have it more lower. You see all that space at the top? You wanna have it more like at your face, like, or at least like how on face, like on those videos on YouTube, so they can see you. You go. But usually you be the only one who really get there. Just show your face like that. Boom, boom. You really about to be big, man. We all about to be big at the same time.
Did you see what happened with? Are you familiar with Corey Holcomb?
Yeah, that's my name.
Fuck him.
He cool guy.
He was coming at.
He big sexual. He got the big sexual demon in him, but he cool.
He was coming at Kendra G, man.
Hmm?
He was coming at Kendra G. You know who that is?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kevin Samuels. Kendra G was, yeah, she be wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but he made up a whole lie and tried to make it look like that's not even what happened though. Like he said he clipped the video and made it seem like she was saying like, oh, the man better make this and he better do that. But she wasn't talking about herself. The lady asked her a question and she said, what are women saying today? And then she gave her some topics. She said, well, I pick a topic, tell me what people in modern times are saying about this. So she picked a topic and then she said, women are saying this, blah, 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 blah. And then she was responding back to her and then Tamron was responding back and saying, well, that's crazy and this and that. And she was like, I agree. And then you could hear that she was about to say, I agree. He clipped it there and tried to cut that part out. And she said, I agree with you. But this is not what I'm saying. This is what women are saying. And she do be telling people when they come up here and have unrealistic standards, she do be telling them.
Yeah, I know you watch the show. So I'm not. I mean, he's a comedian, but then the other thing that I look at it like, okay, she is kind of ratchet.
She is ratchet. Yeah.
The way she displayed herself at that football game was a little.
Her wig was off.
Yeah, that was a little crazy. You know what I mean? At her age, she need to relax. She need to, you know. It's crazy that she don't got nobody. She look alright. She decent. Somebody could, you know.
She had a man.
Mess with her.
She's just single right now.
See, I'm saying right there. You know what I'm saying? That lady right there is only following what the Europeans taught her most. Everything is that money and stuff. She's beautiful, but chasing the money, she can't have a man. Because God did not make human beings, or basically life forms, for both male and female to be working. No, but man really desires a woman who is going to be out there bossy mentality and telling them, think that she know it all. Males are, I'm not no sexist person, but I'm just going based off of biology, psychology, not no religion, but all of that. I'm talking about not no religion, but understand that all males are the leader in all species.
I don't do that. That's her.
See, that woman right there acts like she's a male.
Yeah, she is ratchet.
And when women act like a male and they don't know how to be females, that's what happens. They end up staying single. Because women does have a place.
She's claiming that Corey Holcomb only wants women that are at a weak point in their life, that are like a damsel in distress.
Because he
said
is
that.
demonized.
Vulnerable.
She's right. He's demonized.
Okay. Well,
He
how
did
do
say
you
that.
feel
He
about
was on
how do you feel about taking on a woman that works at CVS or works at like some bullshit job where she don't got nothing going for herself? How do you feel about that?
That happens on a regular. I think that they will be doing that. I think it's for different reasons. Like me, only woman that I really want. That's our problem. We're not going at the woman that fit us spiritually. We're only going at the woman. Oh, I could take care of her. You know what I mean? She's a low level woman. I could take care of her, so she won't want much.
Mm.
Or that girl got money, so she must be doing something. So let me just tag team with her, just try to figure it out. No, I'm a spiritual person, so I need a woman that's also spiritual.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to be her leader, or do you want to like work
I am your
like
leader. Yes,
like
I
a
am your
team, like a
leader.
partnership, like you both make decisions together?
So basically, I want things to go according similar to how the Bible say. Now the Bible was recreated from King James interpretation of what he got from the indigenous people and all of that. But the indigenous people got their stuff from the ancient people. You know what I mean? The sacred, the scrolls, the tablets. You know what I mean? Basically, that was all interpretation of the earth. So it is true in biology regarding the Bible how women are supposed to be at the house. So yes, I would love for her to have her own business, but at home, she should not be out there in the world having to face the world, having to fight. If she got a job, if her boy, men are solutioners. So if she has a job and she's always coming home upset, I can't help her out at her job. That's really the core of it. Because her boss is something at her job. Well, I can't go to her job and beat niggas up or whatever. She gonna get fired.
Definitely.
The only thing I can do is tell her how to react and how to not, but then she gonna be her own person when she get there. I gotta do something at her job. So you know what, work, you stay home, you make money at the house. You keep getting your education because women always had this fear that, oh, if he leave me, I'll be having nothing. No. While we together, you have your small little bit, you have your small business in the house, you still do the house stuff, and you go to school, you do your online education, you go to school, get your degrees and all of that. If anything ever happened, you good. Don't ever throw that shit on me. Fuck out of here. I already been telling every female. I think I told her that before too when she dealt with a man. Now I'm gonna tell every female that. You know what I'm saying? So the female gotta be a female. Point blank period. When they try to be
So
a male, and that's
you
what
don't
they get.
you don't believe that a woman should learn and be knowledgeable and still have ambitions?
Yeah, because that's when y'all are a team. Her knowledge has to be in correlation to the relationship. Now, I mean, it got to be something like my man King Darius and his woman. I forget his woman's name, but King Darius and his woman, they work together and everything. He boosts her up, she boosts him up. His money, all her money go to him. All his money go to him and his account. But he's the leader of the house, so he's the one that put all that money into. He's the one that's the financially smart person that buys all the property. They got like 5 properties. They got like mad different shit.
Curveball. How do you feel about Neo's situation?
Who Neo?
Sing.
I like it because he's living in truth. He's living in his truth, and the women are living in their truth. We gotta understand that the Europeans have have us living in a different have us living against the true nature
So we should
of
have
universe.
multiple wives.
Not saying that. It's that he's trying to break away from the European system, and he's just doing it in a facet that Africans were doing it. I mean, Africans were cool with the polygamy.
Okay.
And polygamy is okay in the animal world, but we're humans. God made us in His image. Well, God is not a him, but God, the Creator. God is everything. We all God, but we're all made in the image, and we are the highest form. We are the only species on this planet that can recreate our environment. We are the smart ones. We're supposed to utilize our intellect to be able to harmonize the world, but instead we're using it to just keep control over one other person. The Europeans is using all this power to keep control over the next person to make sure that nobody is above them. Instead of everybody increasing to be able to, everybody go to space and all this shit happening at one time. No, one person got to be the controller. But it's because of all of this, because the more power you get, the more technology you learn, the more advancements you learn in science, the more power, because you start to see how powerful all these things are, and then you can use it for power over other people.
Definitely.
And it's just it's just not me, it's just nature. But humans have to overstep. We are God image.
Is that what's happening politically?
Well, politically is just is ran by the puppets. You know what I mean, the people that's really running the shit. Donald Trump is a different head because he got the AI with Donald Trump is a different animal. He got the Republicans backing him up though. That's what he doing. He not even a Republican. Donald Trump not even a Republican. He got them niggas in his pocket because he represents the same thing they represent, but he playing the card a little bit. And I mean, he's
got-
an extreme. They
He got
Elon.
Elon Musk in his pocket too.
Well, Elon Musk did that because that's Elon Musk. That's the only way. That's the next level. Elon Musk Elon Musk is trying to go to Mars. Think that he could repopulate Mars. I don't know what the problem is. You can't repopulate Mars because Mars is too far away from the sun.
Mm.
It will never be able to. You can never terraform Mars. It's too far away from the sun. The sun is not going to be able to sustain it.
You arguing Terrence Howard with Elon Musk right now?
So Terrence Howard has went to Joe Rogan and told Joe Rogan, put me on with your friends, Elon Musk and other people. You know what I mean? And Terrence and Joe Rogan believe everything Terrence Howard is saying. And that's what Joe Rogan did. Joe Rogan put Terrence Howard on with a
I
scientist.
fuck with Terrence Howard, man. I do.
He's the truth. He's
It's
the guy.
just-
Everything
it
you
just-
can look up everything he says. That's what I did. That's all you do. Ask AI anything he say. Just put it in just like how he say it. Then voila. His grab. He predicts the way how the universe is right now. His whole calculations predicted better than NASA. Predicted better than the James Webb Telescope and all of them. They predicted better than them. His predictions show that gravity is not the thing. It's not the main thing. It's not a god. Gravity is just an effect of magnetism. Magnets. What do magnet do? It keeps you down. If you got a magnet, you can levitate with magnet. If you just, you know what I'm saying? You can levitate with magnet. You stand on something, and then you stand on something that's magnet, that's metal, and then you put two magnets right there. You can just levitate. So it's like,
You know what I mean?
Terrence Howard's the god,
I
man.
fuck with it.
The God.
The god. He's a baby Jesus Christ.
I would say this, because again, it's an awesome theory.
It's no.
But I also,
What is theory? What is the definition of theory
all right, let's look it up.
to you? Hey, then look it up. No. What's the definition before you
It's
put
a
it up?
belief.
Only your definition. Don't want to see you put it up.
It's a belief.
My man. Pause.
What?
No.
What's theory?
What you tell me? He
No.
tell me. His
A
definition.
theory.
belief.
Nah, his first.
Nah,
And then you tell me
theory.
yours. He keeps saying it's a theory, and now we gotta get to the bottom.
What
What
is a
is your
theory?
definition of theory?
It's a belief.
No, his definition. Because he may have like the same general, but when you
But what
go
is
to the
it?
base,
Well,
he
no,
may
what
have
is
a
it?
different
What is
base.
a theory? What is a theory? A theory is
An educated guess based on a hypothesis.
a theory could be a hypothesis.
Yeah.
But tell me yours real quick before you go to the original theory. Because of course you can look it up to get the
A
exact.
theory is what? Okay, this is how I would explain a theory to a 6-year-old. A theory is an understanding of something in a way that many people have determined this to be the direction of the subject matter.
Okay.
All right, so like the theory is that these cookies are going to taste good if you add a hint of cinnamon. But to prove that theory correct, you have to test it.
That's way off. The more theory is
It has to,
use the
but
cookie.
how-
Use the cookie as an example still, but talk about creating the cookie. Use it as if you put one egg compared to 2 eggs,
Taste.
then not taste. Talk about how the
But taste
texture.
is what makes it a theory.
Talk about texture though, because this be more evidential. Let's talk about texture, because you could reduplicate texture. If you add 1 egg to a batch of cookies, it's going to be harder. But if you add 2 eggs, then the cookies dough is going to be softer. You add 3 eggs, then it's going to be way softer. Let's use that as an example then.
But somebody is saying
Of
that adding
hypothesis
a hint-
of your theory.
because
a theory.
because
I'm
that-
saying my theory
because
is that
how you normally make cookies might be different.
my theory is
But
that
you have to add the eggs, the milk, whatever. But
You know what I'm saying?
that you might not add that hint of cinnamon. You might just make your chocolate chip cookies the regular way,
You're talking taste
but
again.
you don't add that hint
Yeah.
of
I'm trying to
cinnamon.
test what he mean by theory. I got your back. I got your back.
Because you have
Because
to,
with a
because it's a
cookies,
theory because
with-
you don't.
With
It hasn't
cookies,
been proven.
no, my thing with cookies, because my man's smart right here,
'Cause I
so
made
I
it
want to
simple.
make, yeah, he made it simple, real
Made it
simple.
simple.
So using the cookies, we can't talk about taste. We gotta talk about how the texture of it. So, or let's say like this. All right, if we just have a cookie, we make a cookie, right? Regular style cookie, 2 eggs, whatever, make it regular, right? So if we just have that cookie with no sugar, it's just gonna taste plain. That's my theory, right? But if you put some chocolate chip cookies in it and you put a little bit of sugar in it, then it's gonna be more flavorful. You're gonna taste the difference. Is that a theory or is that facts? I want to know. No, from him though. I want to know. I got him right there where I needed him, so I can understand. Is that a theory or is that facts? If you add chocolate chip cookie, that you would add, it would create. My theory is that if with chocolate chip cookie dough, there's no taste to it. It's just dough. But if you add chocolate chip cookies, if you add chocolate into it and sugar to it, it's going to add taste to it.
Add what taste?
No, this taste. Period. This taste. It's going to add more taste. It's going to add flavor.
Is it gonna taste better?
It's going to add not better. It's going to have flavor.
Because you know what?
No. I'm talking about better. You stick with me. Stay with me.
I'm staying with you.
No, not better. But is it going to be? Is it going to have different taste?
Is it
My
gonna
thing
have a
is going to have
different
different taste. That's what I'm saying.
Because you added something to it.
Yes,
Is
I'm
it gonna-
saying that it is going to have
When I
different taste.
added something to it,
Yes,
it's gonna have a different taste.
yes.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Is that theory or fact?
But you can.
Wait. Is that a theory or fact? Is that a theory or fact? Is that a theory or fact?
You gotta prove it. That's
Wait, I'm
what
asking.
we're
You
saying.
know, he know. Is it a theory?
But did he-
Is it? Wait, why
That's
you?
why it's a
That's not
theory.
helping Big Bro. That's Big Bro right there. He got this by himself. He the one that's in the military.
Nah, you gotta understand the concept.
He
of what
answered
you
it
was
first.
saying.
I can't
I'm
answer.
answering.
I got
I'm
him.
answering.
I got him.
You got me nothing.
I got him.
I'm
Yo,
answering.
you listen.
I'm
This is your audience.
You don't like
got
the way
you locked.
you don't like the way that I answer the question.
You
Or
can't
don't
answer it
let me answer the
directly.
question?
Your audience.
I am
your
answering
man
it
can't-
directly. I
My
am
my
answering it
man's my
directly.
man's, but he's your man's too.
I'm
This
answering
y'all
the
his
question.
audience. He can't answer the question.
I am answering the question. I'm answering the question the way I want to answer it. The way I'm answering the question is saying that
No, yes or no?
it's dependent
No,
on
yes or no first.
whether the person can taste the cookie or not.
So if you gotta take,
If you can
so
taste the
every
difference.
taste bud, the person that got
That's
taste
what I
bud.
said.
If you got taste buds.
Are you talking about taste sweet, or are we talking about
Can you
is it gonna
taste-
change the taste of it?
Taste of it. I know it's going to change the taste of it.
It's gonna make it taste what?
Is that a theory?
Sweet?
No, it's going to
Sweeter?
change the taste.
It may already be sweet to some
I
people.
said it's going to
Some
change.
people
I didn't
might
say
not like it
sweeter.
to that level of
You're
sweetness.
changing my
By
question.
adding that
I didn't
or
say
adding
that.
the chocolate chips, it might be too sweet.
Of course,
It's
you're
already a
right.
cookie.
You're right when you say that. But I said it's going to change the taste. My theory is that it's going to change the taste. Point blank. Period.
All right, and that's what I said.
Period.
I wanted you to clarify.
True or
I would
no?
say
True.
yes. I would say
Is that
yes.
a fact or is that theory?
It's a fact. It's a fact.
All right.
It's a fact.
Now I got him
How'd you get me?
Wow.
because he know the difference between theory and fact.
Okay.
And he trying to tell me that what I'm saying is a theory when I have proven it to
I
be
said
fact.
tastes better.
What did you
I
prove?
said tastes
On
better.
the
I
my
said
theories
tastes
on
better.
what Terrence Howard said.
Better is subjective.
on
Better is
well,
subjective.
no, I'm talking about what Terrence Howard said.
Better is
I'm
subjective.
talking about what Terrence Howard
I'm
said.
talking about what I said. I said
I'm
adding.
I'm breaking it back
I said
there.
adding cinnamon.
Y'all catch it still, right?
You
But how did you prove?
okay? You
what
just
he
did a
said?
straw man.
'Cause
You
he
just did a
keep
straw man.
tell-
You added something. You
You
added
keep telling
something
me that
Yeah, you added
I
something that
am.
had no
talking
relevance
theory.
to what we were talking about.
Because
Of course,
we
I
don't
called
know
it my
if
bag.
that's
I
true,
brought it back.
what
Of course,
I've been talking facts.
if we have two cookies and you
That's
add
something that you
ingredients
can
to a
test that
cookie,
out. You
it's
can't
gonna
test
taste
out all
different.
this other
Yes,
stuff that you're
but that's
talking
not what I'm
That's an
saying.
example, that's an
I
example.
said tastes better by adding a hint of cinnamon.
But I quote you on
and
theory
that's what I
and
said.
fact.
That's a theory because it's subjective.
Of course, you can-
We don't know that just
Yeah.
adding a hint of cinnamon to a cookie is gonna make it taste better. We assume that adding it to it. An assumption is a theory. An assumption is something that has not been proven to be the top analytical data.
And
There's
it-
so many people that may say that they don't like it with that. There's people that are allergic to cinnamon. So you have to do
Is the sun 93 million miles away? Is the Earth 93 million miles away from
Are
the
you
sun?
arguing a fact or
I'm
you
asking.
arguing what I just said about a theory?
No, I'm asking you though. I want to know, is that a fact or a theory?
That's a theory.
Even though science says,
Why is it a theory?
I'm just asking though. I'm asking. Even though science proven that.
Because you
Yeah,
can't
because
go and
I'm
know
I'm
why?
asking. I just want to know.
You know why? Because if the numbers theoretically don't make sense, then that number could be off.
Ask it. Ask AI real quick. I just want to make sure. 'Cause remember,
AI is based off of the information that we put into it.
Ask it though, in your own way. You got the power. Ask it.
It don't matter
Is
how I ask
it a theory? Is it a
You
theory?
understand what I'm saying?
Is it a theory or is it a fact? Is it a theory or is it a fact that the RSS?
Don't even want to take it.
My bad, brother. Sorry about that. I did do it like that too. It just rolled off. Is it a theory or a fact that the Earth is 93 million miles away?
Just because it says that here, that doesn't mean
I wanna see.
that it is. Because how did they
Is it a
find
theory
that
or a
out?
fact?
They went up there with a
It is not a
yardstick.
theory. It is
not a-
roughly 93 million
It's
miles
well established fact.
or 150 million kilometers.
So that's what I'm saying. I was telling him facts, but he's telling me it's theory. So
But how
now
do you-
I want you to challenge AI though. Remember he said you gonna do argue with AI? I got your
But
back.
I'm only saying no. But I'm
I
only
got your
saying
back.
I'm only saying it's theoretical if you believe what Terrence Howard is saying.
No, I said I'm believing what AI is saying.
But you just said that you subscribe to Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard got this from what AI said.
But Terrence Howard is saying that the numbers are off.
Not AI numbers, that the European numbers are.
He's saying that 1 times 1 is not 1.
You know why? Because of the identity principle. Look up what the definition of the identity principle is. Identity principle basically explains energy.
Mhm.
Everything at the singlest point is broken down to energy. Every single thing is broken down to energy.
Okay.
Now you mean to tell me that if this energy right here and this energy, this 1 times 1,
Mhm.
when they come together, that one of these disappear,
Mhm.
or that it gets bigger? It stays the same. It stays the same in one of these shapes, or does it get bigger? Because
It
1
stays
times
the
1 says
But
that it stays in 1.
Our,
It stays
our perception of it changes.
perception,
All right. Perspective.
perspective. But is it reality though? If these two were to
The
morph,
reality is they
If-
never change.
if this was the times this, would it still be 1 or 2?
That's 2 things right there, isn't it?
So 1 times 1.
That would be 4 things here.
It'd be 1 now.
If it be
It's
1
supposed to be
times
1.
this. If I say 1 times this, then I'm saying I'm multiplying this. So then I have another this. So then I'd have 4 objects.
Explain
In
How
Terrence Howard's
1
mind.
times 1 equal 1.
But we're not multiplying objects. We're
Equal
multiplying.
2.
We're multiplying numbers.
Utilizing
So numbers represent
Are not real.
a presence of
Utilizing
something,
the,
but it's not a tangible thing.
utilizing the identity.
But you can make it something. Like if I say I have
5 of
20 phones,
Yeah.
they're labeled as phones. So it's not saying 1 times 1. Like it's saying, all right, I'm gonna give you 3 phones, 4 phones, 5 phones. 5 phones times 5 phones, or 5 packs of phones, are 5 packs of phones times 5 packs of phones. But when they're saying 1 times 1, they're saying it equals the same number. That doesn't make sense. 2 times 1 can't equal just 2. 2 times
1 should
One
be 3. Or
should be more of 2,
3
or
more
another of 2, which would be 4. So it really would be like root measurement, right? The square root of
Yeah.
something. More so than, the way that we do. But I don't know, like, is like I said, it's a crazy, it's a theory because science begs to differ. Just like I said, like what you're looking at, like I said, if the numbers are off, because these numbers from AI are based off of the science that current scientists have put into this system. They created this.
Yo, AI is more. AI is its own thing.
I mean, it's
AI
starting.
utilizes
It's starting.
all
it's
of the
starting
information
to think.
that
It's
is on the
starting to
internet.
think, but the information is coming from a period.
The AI is utilizing all of the information that is on the internet. AI is not biased unless you talk. It is biased when you make it woke or something.
So okay,
Sensitive,
so
but
we're
it's
using
not
AI.
biased.
So I'm gonna put this. Look,
Using my phone.
1 times 1. This is AI. This is Gemini. It's integrated into Google. 1 times 1 equals
21.
what?
21.
1. It says. Right.
That's only on the calculators. On the computers and the calculators, 1 times 1 will equal 1. And that only works. That's how the Europeans are able to distinguish. Oh, you work 1 hour, you get $5 an hour. You work 1 hour, you get $100 an hour.
So let's dig deeper down. So let's go down the rabbit hole.
It's not real universal exchange.
So we've already went.
1 times 1 is not. 1 times 1 equaling 1 is not real universal
We've already
exchange.
went down the rabbit hole. We're 4 J's in.
Y'all heard me? 1 times 1 equaling 1 is not real universal exchange.
All right. So
Real
we're
universal.
going down. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole. So we got questions here in the shit right here. It says, why is 1 times 1 not 2? So let's see what comes up. It says, consider simple equations. 2 equals 1 plus 1 by definition. If 1 times 1 equals 2, this would contradict the basic arithmetic addition we rely on. Because when we add something to something, we're not multiplying that, or are we? Is that the opposite of the terminology? Is that what it is? Or is it just, this is what makes sense. If I have 1 and I add another, then I have 2.
Another
But
of
I'm not
anything, you're gonna
multiplying.
have
I'm
more.
adding.
But it's still
'Cause I'm adding
addition.
it.
Both is addition.
But
Even
multiplying
though you multiply,
means
it's still
it's
addition.
duplicating, right? Is that
But
multiplication is like duplicating
But the
itself?
word addition means to add to. So even whether it's multiply or add, it still means addition. 'Cause
You're adding something, yes.
Yeah. So they're
It's
both
But it's a differentiation in
a
the
different
context.
amount.
Multiplying times something and plus something means something different.
Yeah. But they still both mean add.
If I do something 10 times and I do something plus 10 times, that's different. Isn't it?
Let me answer the question like this. Let me answer the question. Can I?
Go ahead. This is the rabbit hole.
In
Go ahead.
mathematics, the identity property for multiplication states that when you multiply any number by 1, the result is the original number unchanged. This is a fundamental property that applies in the abstract world of numbers and arithmetic. However, when we try to apply this concept to physical objects or real world scenarios, such as multiplying your body by your brother's body, it doesn't make sense because multiplication in mathematics and the physical world are fundamentally different concepts.
Right.
Now,
But that's what we were just saying.
Now, let me explain it. Exactly.
Okay.
So, Terrence Howard was
In
right.
layman terms. we were
Terrence
just
Howard was
saying that.
right. In the physical world, multiplying 2 physical objects like bodies doesn't result in a combined single body. Instead, you have 2 separate bodies. Physical objects don't interact or combine in the same way that numbers do in mathematical operations. That's only in computer's calculations. When you use a calculator or perform mathematical operations, the rules and properties of mathematics applies within the abstract system. It's all about the system that you're utilizing, the European system. The identity property for multiplication is a mathematical concept that helps define the behavior of numbers and arithmetic operations. It doesn't necessarily translate directly to physical objects or real-world scenarios. Real-world scenarios. So while the identity property holds true in the realm of mathematics for 1 times 1 equaling 1, it doesn't directly apply to the physical world or the real-life scenarios involving physical objects like body. Universal God. It is correct to say that the concept of multiplication in the mathematics as a basically I can keep going on and on, but I already did it. I already on the computers and at the bank 1 times 1 equal 1, but in reality 1 times 1 equal 2.
It should.
No, it shouldn't, because basically the transaction was occurring at the banks and on the computer. It does not represent universal exchange. Back in the day when money was backed up by gold, then you were able to have like a kind of like a universal exchange. Like you get something, you take something. So it's like, all right, my gold represent the money. So basically, if I had $1 million in cash, I mean in the bank, that means it represent $1 million worth of gold and the gold depository. But since that's not the case, since they since they separate the money from the gold, now they could. That's why all this inflation is occurring and nothing is being backed. They could give money to anybody for any type of, based on their system. You have to follow their system. It's all about the system. And that's the European system. Their European system of exchange is not like universal exchange. Money is not universal exchange. Universal, you got to get away from money. You got to get back to like, I give you something, I do a favor for you, you do a favor for me. Favor for a favor. Yeah, but it's going to be hard to get back to that because it's so much power and control. It's so much power that the Europeans have imposed on the world with the money, with the tuxedos, with this whole system. Remember, Europeans were the first ones to be able to travel. I'm talking about this form of humanoids, the humanoids that we are now, because there's humanoids before us. This form of humanoids that we are now, the Europeans is running this shit. Now, ever since they came out them caves and they learned from us, they only learned from us the squares. They only went to Egypt and they went to the Flower of Life, and then they was able to depict like certain shapes utilizing the Flower of Life. Now, you guys know about the Flower of Life?
No, what's that?
Oh wow.
He talked about that too.
Wow. So
Yep.
that's deep. I can't even go there.
Oh, we did, right?
That's deep. That's deep.
No,
I got your own research on Flower of Life, but the
The
Flower of Life is shit. Damn, it's gonna sound too crazy if I say it. It's just the big. The Flower of Life is God. The Flower of Life is the creation of everything. You know what I mean? It basically is like it's like the mathematics of how everything is. It's like the shapes and the mathematics of how everything is formulated. You know what I mean? Terrence Howard breaks it down.
But man, we could go on forever. Man, I do have to go to work.
Yeah. What time I came here? Nobody. Yeah. People were like, "Ted, nigga." I know people. I already got this text messages. So. Somebody said, "Please don't hit me up no more." Look at what these text messages say. Have a good night, I guess. Question mark. What's going on? Humble. Bruh, text me back. Bruh, I miss you. Holy, you playing? Shake my head. Please don't text me. Text my phone no more.
Oh.
That's crazy. These are all within 15 minutes.
Reading around messages.
She blowed me. And I'm not even on horn though. I don't care to have sex right now and be fucking on these. That's really one of the chicks I be fucking, but she one of those chicks that be fucking mad people. And she like a prostitute now too. She be selling her pussy and shit.
The one that said, please don't.
Yeah, she be selling her pussy. And
But why she said that? You kept on hitting her up.
no, I didn't hit her up. Did you see me hitting her up?
You just said, she said, please don't hit me up no more. Why would you say that?
Oh, because I'm not responding to her text messages. And she feeling like she's doing too much. Like, girl, I don't want you. I'm on a different level. Like, I've been practicing not having sex I've been practicing not having sex. I'm trying to, like, save my semen. when I say when
You
you
out
save
there
your
practicing
semen,
not making goat cheese.
when
Don't say it.
when you save your semen, it builds energy within you, and you utilize that energy for other aspects in life, as far as weightlifting, as far as education, as far as just expanding your life. You know what I mean? There's sometimes I do slip up and get a little shorty or something, but like I might hit her up in a few days when I'm bored or something, well when I need something. But
You
I'm
said
trying
it,
to
please
save
don't.
myself. I have done it plenty of times, like 3 months. I did it like 3 different times, well 2 different times really. Went 3 months without having sex, and that shit made me to my skin was better. Everything, my hair was growing better. I was able, I got better shape, everything. You know what I mean? Men should try to practicing that. Not
Like
even beating
nobody,
their dick.
like I've heard about different people benefiting from semen retention. Nobody.
That's exactly what it's called, semen retention.
But I'd be like, fuck that though. Good luck.
That's the demon in you. You don't believe in God like that. Because
The
people
flesh is
like,
weak.
like
It is,
like,
but
like
I feel like isn't that? But
God-
like, when God wants you to enjoy yourself
no,
while you're
God,
here
that's
on
not
earth?
one God. No, you didn't read your
God
Bible.
wants
You didn't read the Bible.
you-
Even though the Bible is the best text.
People
Nobody
gonna
gonna
get
hurt anybody.
frustrated.
You gotta
if they don't
understand.
have
You
sex.
gotta listen. You gotta
People
read the
will
Bible,
fight.
and then you gotta read where the Bible came from. You gotta read where that came from, and then you gotta get all the way back to the tablets, the ancient tablets.
I'm reading the Bible. I really am. I'm reading it every day. I'm gonna finish the bike. I'm gonna finish
The stories
by
about
the
all
end
these
of the
people
month.
don't, it don't matter. It's not the stories about Jesus and all
You just
that
gotta
shit don't
listen.
matter.
You just gotta listen to
I'm
it.
telling you, the stories about them don't matter. What's really important is how God is. The only thing that's important about the Bible is what God says how you should operate your life. How it said, how through Jesus, how it says you should operate.
Listen.
Listen.
Thank you. Some stuff ain't right. Like some stuff. Thank you. Some stuff came from King James. Cause you know who King James was?
Mm-hmm.
Who's King James?
He was a king of like England or something, right?
What else about him?
I heard he was kind of a vicious king. You know,
That's
his
it?
punishment was very severe.
That's it? That's all you heard about him? You know that he was gay?
I didn't know that. No.
He was is a guy from Buckingham Palace. The king from Buckingham Palace he was sleeping with.
Mm.
They said that King James hated women. That's why in the Bible it shows a lot of disdain towards women. It shows a lot of animal instincts, like how women should follow men due to like following the nature of animals and certain shit. They're a misinterpretation of the universe. They downgraded humans to instead of elevating us, they downgraded us in the Bible. It made us more like, and especially Christians, not the Bible, but Christians believe that Jesus is God. I was like, oh shit. I was like, wait, that's not in the Bible. The Bible don't say that shit. The Bible said that Jesus is a Messiah, and Jesus' message was for us all to be a Messiah. Jesus' message was not for us to wait for him to come save us. And that's what fucking the Christians believe. Y'all like, wait a minute. In the Bible, Jesus teaches us all to be a Messiah. That's what I'm saying. You need to practice not this fucking and shit. Know what I mean? Because that's gonna make you a better man. Because like, know what I mean? That's not about this semen retention. It's also about aligning yourself with the true alignment with the universe, the true purpose of the universe.
Oh, so that'll bring you closer.
Not like closer to God, but it can bring you closer to superpowers, and it brings you closer to consciousness. It brings you. It's not even about superpowers. Take that back. It
You
brings you
could
more
do
to consciousness.
ayahuasca too if you go to Costa Rica and open up your third eye.
Well, you got to do it with a. You got to do it with. You got to do it. You can't do it just to have fun. You gotta do it. You gotta do it with a life change. Your whole life gotta be changing. You can't just do it just for an experience. You know what I mean? You gotta just do it just.
So when you have that experience, then that's when your life changes.
But then your life could be. Then you could be manipulated. You know, you could be then manipulated by whoever put you on, and then you could be falsely by a false idol. What I'm saying is, you learn the truth first, You just learn the truth. Read the Bible yourself. God said the church is the Bible. You read that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you read, and then you interpret, and then that's where you are able to heighten your senses that way. And then, but then it says King James Version, so then do your research on King James, and then when you see who King James was, then you see and then you see what the Bible was before King James wrote it.
That's like getting popcorn and braces.
I know.
Yeah. So it's about to close it up. We still going.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Get Lifted.
You know what they always say?
30 is the new 20.
They say you never pop up on the camera.
Who said that?
Yeah, they be saying that. They go, who's that girl in the background? Tell that girl on the camera. I be seeing that in the comments.
Who said that? I didn't see no comment.
They did say that in one of the
Yeah, one guy said, "Who is Erica? And
Yeah,
why
tell
is
her,
she hiding?"
tell her to stop hiding.
right.
Tell her
You
she's
telling her.
beautiful and all that. Why she hiding? She could get a man. Somebody be like, oh, I want her.
I went on Kendra
She was
G
on
and they cut
camera.
on me.
Yo, you can find the episode.
No,
You can find the
no,
episode.
Tell him.
Look for it.
And Kendra.
I'm not gonna tell you which
Kendra
one.
G?
You can figure it out. I might put it in the description on the low.
Whatever.
Ah.
And yo, this is Humble Julius the Humble from the Lift Podcast, Social Sundays. Season 3 is out here. You turn the camera on me real quick? If you don't mind me doing this real quick. So yo, I got an event on Eventbrite. It's Urban Culture EP1.eventbrite.com. That's simple. So I got it 3 tickets. I gave these guys 3 tickets and to give to their fans. You know what I'm saying? So they got 3 tickets for free. Whoever wants the tickets to the show, what it is a 5-6 hour event from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And what we have is it's a vendor expo, also a concert, and then a podcast. My guys gonna be here. The whole Get Lifted 30s to new 20 gonna be there, and basically they're gonna be help us with the as a guest host. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate this so much. And I mean, he's the one reason why I started doing the podcast. So I got that event popping. How it's gonna be? It's gonna be a concert. I got the best artists around. I mean, I got Roddy Bucks. I got Hot Shit.
It's gonna be a party, y'all.
I got Bev 2 Turn up there, you know what I mean? I got, the nigga named Famous, you know what I mean? He been on songs with like mad chicks, Cardi B, I heard some shit. So yo, you go up, I mean, he got 3 tickets, they got 3 tickets for y'all, you know what I mean? If you go on that website, you can just buy tickets. I'm about to raise the price because it's already 70 tickets. I already got 70 tickets. It's already 70 tickets up there. I already sold 70 tickets. With that, look at that.
He ain't lying, y'all.
I mean, 5 here, 4 there, 10 tickets right there, 4 tickets right there, 5 tickets right there. All these is 2s, 5. I sold 70 tickets already.
So people pulling up.
So basically, it's a concert. Then the podcast is going to be from 6 to 8:30. Then we're going to have the concert coming right back. You know what I'm saying? So y'all all invited. Go on Eventbrite EP1. Go on Urban Culture EP1.eventbrite.com. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thanks to this guy is the reason why I started doing my shit, man. Appreciate you again. I always, you know what I'm saying?
Always love.
He ain't shit the right way, guys. They trying to muscle me, trying to put me in and shit.
Where I was watching that new Daredevil. Yeah, man. It's your boy, Smiley Jizzle, man. Yo, it's a pleasure as always, man. We appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Y'all have a good night. See y'all.
Thank you for tuning in. Have fun. Get lifted.